Clobberin time!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Poker. Do you know the game?
Come get some.
It's Clobberin time! Clobberanimo!
Oh boy. It is Weddy Nezzy Nighty. Thank him, my friends. The Clobberin Times. Welcome clobberers, clobbonis, clobberanimos, clobbonis, and clobberettes, and clobberusies, and clobberoids, and all who clobber. Those who do not clobber yet, perhaps you will someday if you learn how to. Burn the rocks together, guys. Yes, welcome to Clobberin Times issue number 452 on YouTube, number 1,452 overall. It is Wildcard Wednesday night. Your host, Clobby, is here, and I'll be clobbying out with you guys. And I want to first thank all of my fantastic buddies who hung out with me last night on the, I guess it was the 5th of my Clobberin Times members streams. You guys were fantastic-ishnessy. You were fantastically-ishness here. You were great and cool. And it was great having you here. And I definitely depreciate all of you. So, thank you so much for being here with us. And I'm checking something here. What the hell's going on? What in the hell is going on with YouTube? Whoa. Something happened last night. Got limited. Man, I'm just going to private. No. There we go. The hell? Wait a minute. 2. What the hell? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. What's wrong with you? All right. What the hell? Yeah, I privated it. Whatever. Last night's stream got limited for something. I don't know why. We were behaving, I thought. But it figures. Anyway, no one can find it now. Except members, of course. All right. Well. Good to see you all, my friends. What? Yeah, I got some views though. No. All right. Okie dokie. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me last night. I had a great time meeting and hanging out with all of you. You're all just extraordinary, and it was a lot of fun getting to finally meet some of you and hang out, and it was just cool. I really do appreciate it, and we'll do it again soon. I certainly hope so. Anyway, all right. So tonight's just open geekness. I'm going to hang out and just talk to you, my good friends. There's anything that is under the geek umbrella that is out there and relatively not all that current, really. Usually, at least I hope so. We will talk about tonight. And but first, before I do that, some show noties and shout out EDDs, show notes and shout outs, and show notes and shout outs, and show notes and shout outs. So show notes first. Let's say I will be at the great Midnight's Edge After Dark at Times Extraordinary Channel at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow night, as always, with that great august group. And then it'll be Clubhouse in time again with the wonderful number one, Raquel Briggs, for the Clobby's Clubhouse. And then, of course, the great Mark D with the C will be joining us as well, as always, Mark and Raquel, the Clubhouse gang, with another Blake 7-episode review. And then I think we're going to review another Outer Limits episode, and we're getting back to the Star Trek comic reviews soon, folks. But in the meantime, we'll be doing that a little bit and just other stuff as well. So we're going to have some fun, as we always do on the Clubhouse tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, same Clobby time, same Clobby channel. And then, of course, Friday night's a great night for Daredevil on the great J-Man's channel, 7 p.m. Eastern. Back, Shaman and John and myself are back to our Fearless Fridays. Well, we never left them. That is our Frank Miller Daredevil run review. Getting just a few more episodes of that to go. We're going to do his entire run and then his finale, his great epic finale, Born Again. So we're having a lot of fun doing that. And then after we get done with that in a few weeks, we're going to start on the Fantastic Four continuing on J-Man's great channel. Reviewing Jack Kirby's classic run on Fantastic Four, 1 through 102, and all annuals 1 through 6, all 6 annuals. So that is going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to get into that. Going to take us a while, but we're going to do it. Do it. Can't wait. After that, but again, after the Daredevil review, however, on Friday night, I'll be over there with the great 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser's channel. My buddy Nick and I will hang out with the Friday Night Comic Shop Boys, 8:30 Central, and we'll talk about, well, comics. What else? I don't know what yet, comics. And then a very special announcement. Saturday Night Star Trek, we will have no Voyager reviews this week because it's very special. Today happens to be the birthday of my dear, wonderful, sweet daughter. And today but obviously it's a Wednesday, so the actual celebration that we're having is Saturday night. And I need to go to that, of course, and I want to go to that, of course. So we're going to push back our usual 9 p.m. Central time to 10 p.m. Central, and thus we won't do our typical episode reviews. We'll do a bit of an abbreviated show. It'll be open Star Trek talk. Saturday Night Star Trek will always be Saturday Night Star Trek, but it'll be open Star Trek talk, of course. And so number one, and Mark and I we'll think of some Trek stuff to talk about. And if you are a Star Trek fan of any sort, and you want to talk a little bit about some Trek, and you have any questions you might want to ask or some topics to throw out there, I'll bring them along with you. Who knows? Maybe we can get to them and talk about it. So it'll be a special edition of, at a special time of Saturday Night Star Trek. And then, so because of circumstances that I just really kind of found out about today. So there's that. And then by Sunday night, end your week as a geek. Geeking out on the geekery. Sunday Night Geekery, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because it's just how we rolled up in here. We have a lot of fun at Mark's channel. Hanging out, talking about whatever geek stuff's going on, whatever pops in there, just kind of a random thing, and then even a little eatery there. And so there's that. Now I don't have a poster for it yet, but Monday, J-Man and I will be back with On Earth B and more wonderful, fun things ahead. So let's do our shout outs, shall we? We, of course, whether they're here or not, they get the shout out. Our great wrenches, the Eric K., the Bronze Wrencher. Chris Persia, Vindicator Wrench of the Great White North. Thanks for all you do there, Chris. Appreciate you. D. Bud Martin, the Wrench of Iron, the great man of the armors. Lord Thoth, the god of the wrenches. Avon lives, long live the Legion, my friend. J-Man, fearless wrench, or more like the wrench without fear. And of course, partner in crime on Earth B. Maddie's daddy, Stephen Cal-El, buddy. That's about cidery, the Fanty one. Maximum Redstone Master of the Limerick. Our own Music Meister. And of course, the Triple Bullwinkle, Larry. And now I will run the chat back to see who was here with us. FKHC 2005 Hike. What's up, dude? Tim, good to see you. Is tomorrow night. Good to see you, Tim. Putin's cat, what's up? Penny, hello, Penny. Good to see you, my dear. Gap After Dark, hey there, welcome. Melted Copper, it was cool hanging out with you last night, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Yep, Larry is here, buddy. Hey, man. Blunt Plunk Reviews. What's up, sir? J.T. Kirk was a man, was a big man. Was an eye like an eagle and as tall as a mountain was he. Captain, go away. What is up, Cap? All right. How you are? What's JT saying? On the advice of the great monkey with the sea, I watched the Ice Pirates. What in hell did I watch? I didn't say anything about watching Ice Pirates. I wouldn't listen to him anymore then. I mean, it's a crazy. I mean, I saw it at the theater one time, so. And Captain says, I'm listening while working on my comic book and my time travel book on both. I've been influenced by Clobberin and panel and chat. Well, thank you. I'm honored by that. Thank you, Captain. I hope it goes well for you. I can't even tell you how. I have no words. I'm just absolutely flattered. Brogu from my old hometown. David Glenn says if my ex-wife calls, I'm not here. You got it, buddy. If your ex-wife happens to be Christina Hendricks, I am here, though. No offense. Because, that's how we roll. Let's see. How will we talk? Will we talk about Alec Butwin? No, we won't. Putin stat, we won't be talking about Alec Butwin. Ravenscroft. What's up, my friend? And, it's everybody. So far, anyone else who pops in, we shall shout them out accordingly. Blunt says, I'll tell you what's up, clubs. I've gone all in on Dune, diving deep into the books. Okay, cool. There are many people who really love the books, and so I hope you get a lot out of it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you love them. Absolutely, that's excellent. And it looks like Captain Galway has also ordered them. Said, I've ordered the first 4 books, no pictures. Let's dive in. There you go. That's the spirit. Ravenscroft, that's Wildcard Wednesday night. There's no topic. Every time I do Wildcard Wednesday night, if there's a topic, I'll put like big old, I'll let everybody know. But hey, Gwagnar, what's up, brother? It's always with Gwagnar. It's the secret is to bang the rocks together, guys. Wag. So yeah, there's no set topic. just me hanging out with you. And anything, I mean, like I said, anything that's geek is fair game. That you can ask about it, and if I know anything about it, I'll try to speak to it. And, but if I don't, then hey, Joe Dog, what's up, man? If I don't know anything about it, then I won't fake it. I'll just go. I'll say I don't know. Let's see. And Gwagnar apparently has read the books and says I will be interested in what you all think of the fourth book. Didn't Herbert only write like about 5 or 6 of the books or something, or was it more than that? Tolkien illustrated some of his books, including maps, says Larry. There you go. So, am I wrong? How many of the books did Frank Herbert write? And then I know a lot of them were done by his son later, but. Blunt Plunk Review says to Captain Go, he says, highly recommend Comic Book Girl 19's Dune Club Companion YouTube series. I love Comic Girl 19. She's amazing. So yeah, I can believe that. He wrote the first 5, he wrote 1 through 5, says Blunt. Okay. Not so being someone that read them, I didn't know. Okay, there you go. Well, there you go. So 1 through 5. Ravenscroft said, okay, Globby, I'm going to pick that brain. It's not much of a brain to pick. There's pretty much not much there. It says, let's see. JLA characters to write for. Who are they? Got 7 JLA characters to write for. Individually? Or a JLA an issue with just 7 of them? Is it sort of like you're asking what my lineup would be? Or so how do you mean that, Ravenscroft? You got 7. Oh, are you saying I got a JLA story as a team and I get okay? Oh yeah, that's easy. It's going to be very, very boring for me because of course it's going to be Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and Flash, and Green Lantern, and that's 5. From there, I'll rotate a little bit. I'm going to have the Atom. And I get one more in Hawkman. But obviously, that's one story. I would definitely mix it up every now and then. But I'm a traditionalist. I hated when Mark Waid changed the damn origin. And changed in his I hated JLA year 1. I hated it. A lot of people liked it. I couldn't stand it. Brogu says, hey, Clobby, I'm sorry if you already talked about this the other day, but did you see Dune 2? And if you did, how did you like it? I did see it, Brogu, and that's okay to ask. Yeah, I've talked about it, but I don't mind talking about it again for you real quickly. I'd never read the books. I always back up and give it context. My experience with Dune is limited to the David Lynch film in '84 and the comic adaptation because of the art of Bill Sienkiewicz. And that's it. Until recently, I have 0 against it, no prejudices. I just had not read the books for whatever reason, and I had people have been talking a lot about the first 2 movies, the first movie, and I. Again, just wasn't something I was interested in. I saw scenes, the trailers, and didn't really care. 1701 Text, the great one. What's up, bro? Good to see you. But a good friend of mine, my son and myself, asked us to go see the second movie with him, and we hadn't seen him in a long time. We don't get to see him that much, so I said sure, which meant I had to watch the first one because I hadn't seen it. So this Saturday we watched the first one, my son and I. And then Sunday, we went to see the second one. My take on it is I didn't care much for it. I found the movie to be visually very bland. I mean, it's well made and everything. And I found most of the characters and the actors were pretty good except for the 2 leads. I didn't like Chalamet, the kid, and Zendaya. I thought both. I didn't like them at all, and didn't hate him. I just didn't find them compelling for leads personally. So I didn't really enjoy the film that much. I found them to be, I think those two films could have been cut up to where they could have been one, but obviously it wouldn't be the epic that it is. And I think it's supposed to be an epic, and I do understand that. Just not, I mean, I didn't hate it or anything. I just didn't really, I didn't really get into the, I thought it didn't have much of a, I mean, look, I wasn't big on the Lynch film, but it had some style at least. It was gonna, you wouldn't mistake it for something else. But that said, I have nothing against it. I didn't hate him. I just didn't really. Brogu I didn't really dislike them, but I didn't really like them either. It was kind of. I walked out. I was, I didn't fall asleep or anything in the second movie. And they're well made. I just couldn't get into it. I was at the IMAX, and I'm not a big IMAX fan, but yeah. So, and I heard about that, Larry. The IMAX panned and scanned the suckers. IMAX cut some stuff up, butchered the damn thing in terms of some of the cuts, from what I hear. Tex says the only Dune worth watching is the version with Christopher Walken in it. He's in the new one. Christopher Walken is in the new movie, actually. Tex, I mean, why is he in the original? No, you sent them. I see the video. I don't have time to watch that because I'm doing a show, but I see it. I don't have the sound on, but it looks funny. I'll have to watch that later, Tex. Thanks. I can't do it now while I'm in the middle of the show. Son Lee, hello there. Tim Shalamala, ding dong, bing dong, bing bang. Yeah. No, Ravenscroft, he means, it was, it looks like it's a funny, someone cut a video of Christopher Walken mixing it with the David Lynch. Rogu says Christopher Walken should have used that line he said in Saturday Night Live. I've got a fever, and the only prescription that I need is more cowbell. Yeah. So there you go. Look again. So yeah, look, you can't avoid the Dune topic. So it's no big deal, Grogu, but it's not something that interests me. Like I said, if we had not been asked to go see it with like an old friend of mine out of the blue, because we never went to see movies before, we haven't seen them in a long time, I would not have gone, and I never would have watched the first one. And it wouldn't be out of no spite or malice or snobbery. I just really wasn't, all that really interested in seeing it, to be honest. But I have nothing against it. It looks like it's going to do very well. It is doing well. And most of the people who were excited and liked the first one seem to be excited about the second one, liking it, and it's going to do very well. So. And I am noticing a lot of people who are fans of the books are not particularly thrilled with these two movies. I've seen that as well. But you never know. So there you go. Larry says, any comic books based on films or books of Dune? Other than the comic book adaptation by Marvel in 1984, Larry, I don't know. I think there might have been. Wag says, did I hear right? We don't have to watch Voyager this week. Yes. I guess now that we have more people here, I'll go ahead and I'll re-announce this. Today, my friends, is the birthday of my oldest child, my daughter. And I won't tell you her age because she wouldn't want me to, probably, and it makes me feel old as it is. Very old, but I'm very old. So anyway, but today is her birthday, my wonderful daughter. And obviously it's a Wednesday night, so our celebration for her birthday will not be until Saturday night. And I want to attend. I have to go to New all the way, like an hour and a half away to attend it. And I have to push back the show an hour to 10 Central. And that and we'll make it a shorter show. We'll just do an open Star Trek show So there will be no Voyager episodes this week. Thank you, Ravenscroft. I appreciate that. Thank you, Larry. And so they're all Saturday Night Star Trek will always happen, but we'll just forego the episodes this week. Give everybody a break from Voyager. I know you all love that. I mean, I got to be honest, so do I. So thanks for reminding me of that, Gwag. Yes. Well, thank you, Ravenscroft. I appreciate that. I am very old. If you knew her age, you would be shocked. She's older than most of you there, probably. A lot of you. Thank you, Son Lee. Thank you, Larry. And I try not to watch Voyager every day, says David Glenn. Thank you, Melted Copper. No Voyager fandom is safe this week. Yep. No Voyager fandom is safe this week. Yes. Well, there are worse things in Voyager. Oh, well, yes, Ravenscroft. Absolutely, there are worse things. Do Enterprise as a break from Voyager. We'll get to Enterprise. We're getting there, man. We're getting there, Larry. JC Kirk says you can tell who really loves what Trek by how fast the models sell out on places like Master Replicas, Eagle Moss, Disco, and Strange New Worms goes on discount. Lots of Voyager left. TOS flies off the shelf. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And to talk about ships for a second, we're going to talk about Trek more, Saturday night. I got to tell you, the Intrepid class ship that Voyager is, I don't like that ship too much. I'm not big on Enterprise Duh, as my buddy Tex calls Enterprise D, but it's okay at least. I think C's a little better. I like Enterprise E fairly well. So regardless of the show, there's certain ships that are pretty cool. I never really liked the Intrepid class one that much. I guess I'm not being fair. Man, but what are you gonna do? Voyager looks like a lady's shoe. It does. Yeah, I can't get into the Voyager ship that. Man, it's okay, but it's not really. I don't like it that much. Close to the heart. It is similar to the Heart of Gold, actually. Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, Tex. Brogu asks, one of these hasn't come out yet, but which one do you think you would prefer? James Gunn Superman, thinking about how he does his movies, or Hack Snyder's Man of Steel? Oh, that's easy. James Gunn's going to have to go a long way to make me hate a movie more than I hate Man of Steel. I hate Hack Snyder's work. I don't know if we know each other well enough to know that, Brogu, but I'm a big-time anti-Snyder guy. I can't stand him. I think he's a hack piece of garbage myself, in my opinion. And James Gunn, I'm not saying that I have no confidence in him to make a good Superman film, but I'll let him prove me wrong. Hey, I hope he does. I hope he allays. I hope he puts to rest my skepticism. No bloody A, B, C, or D. Yep. I know, but even though he says A in there, Larry, I still love the refit Enterprise from Motion Picture. I'm sorry, I love it. I probably love it equally with the original design. Either way, I love them both. I love refit, so therefore I don't mind A, but C's okay. B is just an Excelsior class ship, so whatever. E, yeah, I think he's all right. He's pretty good. Refit A is pretty much the same as the refit design, though. They just refit the Yorktown to look just like the same refit, and then just put name Enterprise on it. That's Enterprise A, so. But B, of course, again, is an Excelsior class ship. You know, that grew on me. I don't mind I kind of like the Excelsior class ship. It's not. I mean, obviously, it's not in a class with Constitution class, of course. Of course, it's not because it's a different class. But yeah. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. A isn't the original. No, it isn't. A is the Yorktown, rebuilt. He blew up A. I mean, excuse me, they blew up the original. Nothing is better than the original. I mean, and by the way, I love refitted just as much as I love the series version. You can't talk me out of it. I love them both. No bloody A. Well, yeah, I mean, technically, yeah, he's right. I didn't say Scotty was wrong. I'm just saying A is the same design, okay? Be pedantic, Tex. Why don't you? Jesus, man. I guess that's why I love you so much. It is the same design. However, true. Remember, A has engines. A's engines were fine, but the rest of it, like it was designed by monkeys. I think this new Enterprise has been put together by monkeys. Well, she's a fine engine, but half the doors won't open. Hail could not be reached for further comment. Yes, Scotty is right. Scotty's always right, dude. Up your shaft. Refit was destroyed in Star Trek 3. That is correct. Putin, I did say it was destroyed. I guess I should have elaborated. It was destroyed. 0, 0, 0. Destruct. 0. My God, Bones. What have I done? What you had to do. What you always do. Turn death into a fighting chance to live. And that beautiful musical score as they watched the beautiful Enterprise crash on the Genesis planet. I went to see the movie 15 times in 1984, and it pissed me off every single time. While yet making me cry almost. And the Enterprise wasn't 30 years old, it was 40 years old. Goddamn. Oh, man. Why did you blow that ship up, Leonard? We got Spock back and we lost the original Enterprise. Oh. Choices. In fact, that's it. That really makes me want to... I have had enough of you! Sometimes I just like to put Trek 3 on and just watch that whole I love the whole movie. I just like to look, I know Wrath the Con's better. But sometimes I just want to just relax. It's like comfort food and sit back and watch especially the whole sequence of stealing the Enterprise. One of the most absolutely wonderful things in Star Trek, of all of Trek for me, especially the movies, A.K. Roberts, is the whole stealing of the Enterprise sequence. It's just beautiful. Yeah, just beautiful. So, anybody else got any other topics or questions they want tonight? This is the wild card, baby. You can throw one at me. I can't promise I'll be able to talk about it or know anything about it. Wesley's mom was a babe, says Son Lee. Well, I like me some redheads. I think Gates McFadden was cutie. I can't argue with you there. She's kind of hot. Yeah, I mean, who didn't? I don't know. Who didn't like? I bet Tex didn't like her. I'm not talking about the character, though, Tex. I mean, the woman was kind of cute. Come on, Gates, or did you not like Gates? I don't know. My buddy Tex, for you all know, he does not like TNG. Ensign Crusher, report to the aft airlock. Yeehaw. Oh, I couldn't keep, I didn't have room for him, but Mark had some really fun, at one point, some really fun anti-Wesley videos we made back when we were reviewing TNG. Gates worked on Labyrinth. She was in that movie. Larry, was the Gates McFadden in that movie? I don't remember. I didn't. I don't think I watched that movie. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it. So I wouldn't know if she was in it or not. Now would I? I'll tell you this though. I've never seen her in anything else. She's one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know she was probably in other stuff. But before TNG, I never saw her in anything that I know of, that I can remember. I mean, at least we saw Data on Night Court, right? And we saw Riker on North and South. She was in The Hunt for Red October. Wasn't that why TNG was on the air? Okay, yeah, she was in that. Although it wasn't before TNG, though. You're right, Tex. I think I remember that. Wowzer. Okay. I like that movie. Even if it did have Alec Baldwin in it. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Putin's cat. I think I remember that now. She has one line. Comes back to Baldwin. Putin, you did it. You managed to make it happen. You must be clairvoyant. Cannot be reached, says Torg. The ship appears to be run by computer. It is the only thing speaking. Speaking? Let me hear. Interesting. 9, 8. Get out! Get out of there! Maximum Redstone was a man. What's up, Maxie? 4S and Ford started tapping that Milfy and Archer. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, I like me some Ann Archer. Oh, no offense to Gates, but yeah, Ann Archer was way better. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She was the sweetness. So there you go. So, okay, Gates McFadden has been in 2 things, Star Trek and that. Crap. Kirk was supposed to kill John Larroquette. Mulch. Cho-Ichu. Well, he lied. He lied. Exactly. So there you go. In college, I had a friend whose last name was Mulch. Did you say Cho-Ichu to him all the time? Cho-Ichu. Oh, she worked on puppets on Labyrinth, not in the cast. Okay. Well, that is wild, weird stuff. I did not know that. Did you know, Ed? Did you know that? Oh, magnificent one. I did not know that. Oh, you are correct, sir. That is wild. Ed, will you just go back and drink your drink? Oh, yes, sir. That is wow. I wonder if Doc Severinsen knew that. That is wow. I knew she was the redhead on Star Trek, but I think there was a show called Dangerous Woman. Gates McFadden was on. Okay, there you go. We had a great laugh when we watched TSOS. One time I realized that Koiki Dink. Gotcha. The sites for Spock. TS. It took me a second on that one. Larry, you are correct, sir. Ed, why don't you guys just go into the back and go have a drink and go screw yourself? Says here the Internet Movie Database that Bill Murray kissed her on Saturday Night Live back in 81. Okay, Gates McFadden? Okie dokie. Wow. Well, I mean, who could blame him, really, right? Well, you could blame him. Hey, blimey, who wouldn't kiss a hot redhead like that on Saturday Night Live? I know I would. Yes, since you went on to be on Star Trek. Let's see, Captain Poopy Pants, as Raquel likes to call him, Poopy Stew. He was, hey, Mars Monkey, what's up, buddy? Mars says, was I terrible last night? I was a little sauce. You were fine. You had some problems with your microphone there, buddy, but it's okay. At least we got to see you. Hang out with you. That's all that matters, brother. And it was good to talk to you. And I'm glad you got a chance to visit. Don't you worry and make no never mind about it, dude. MMM, you're one of us, partner. So, let's see. What else we got going on, folks? Anybody got any other thing to bring up? Gates was director for choreography. Oh, and puppet movement on Labyrinth. That's right. Yes, he used like dancer and all that kind of stuff. Oh, there you go. Does anyone else but me think they should have kept Pulaski instead of bringing back Crusher? I don't know. I know number one thinks that. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of partial to redheads, but yeah. I saw her at a con once at like a panel. She seemed kind of snobby, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. She's a puppeteer, like a psychostrategist. Yeah, she was more of a Bones type. Could have been interesting. Billed as Cheryl McFadden. Gotcha. Anyway, I don't know how we got onto that one. So, let's see. This one's for Tex.
No bloody A, B, C, or D.
That's right. Yeah, it's probably my favorite episode of TNG. Low bar, I guess, but I love Relics. Just didn't get enough of it. Should have been 2 parts. Pulaski, definitely best doctor. Didn't even say hello to Picard when she first arrived, says again, boss. Oh, dear. No bloody, yeah, A, B, C, E, or D, or E, or Jar Jar. Yes. Yes, sir. You got it, partner. Should have brought back Pulaski on Deep Space Nine. Yes. She had taken Bashir's place or what? Gates did 2 television appearances before Star Trek: The Wizard and The Cosby 1 episode. Was that show, The Wizard, with the little person? David Rappaport? Could I be reaching for the comment? I think I remember her being on that, The Wizard. Didn't that show last like 6 episodes? And then the little gentleman at one point, I don't know if it was after the show, the series, he offed himself. He self-deleted. I remember The Wizard, though. And Howie from The Fall Guy was on that thing. Boing. I got to say, though, Sirtis and McFadden are certified MILF lilies. Yeah, I guess they are. Would she ever have gotten Data's name right now? I think it was fun she called him Data. Scotty R37. Yo ho. What's up, dude? Hail. But yeah, so that's, yeah, she was cool. I mean, she was funny. Who knows? Basing it off of the recent GalaxyCon picks, I got you. Gates and Sirius make one produce that sound. Make one produce that sound effect. That's true, Larry. Sirtis is an awful biatch. Yeah, not very nice person. All right, so we'll talk some more Trek Saturday night, but what else is going on? Monday night was comics. Tonight's comics, Trek, anything that goes because it's wild card. So I will tell you this much.
I'm a doctor, not a dragon slayer. My program requires that I do no harm. I'm a doctor, not a battery.
Superman!
Give me some sugar, baby.
Gordon's alive.
Just for the fun of it. That's what we're doing. So, oh, okay. Larry, you got it. The Battle of the Double Dumbasses is coming up. Got to find it first.
You're a dumbass.
Well, a double dumbass on you.
Yes, the Rappaport show. David, David Rappaport or whatever. It was the show of the little person. I'm not going to say the words, David Rappaport. He was a good actor, though. Yeah, the Wizard. Yeah, it didn't last long. What's his name? The guy that played Howie on the Fall Guy was on there. Douglas Barr. Remember him? Wag says, Clobby, you said you were reading the Shooter Avengers. Are you going to do a series of reviews on it? Yes, I do plan to do that. I just started reading those. The first run of Shooter, not the second one later. The first one, which starts at 158 proper anyway. Where he starts off with stuff like some of the Wonder Man stuff going on, Grim Reaper, Jocasta, Ultron, different stuff like that. And he had a good run on there. Ellison was a little person. Rapport was a mid-legit. Yeah. Yes, he was. But Rappaport was a good actor, and it's unfortunately what happened with him. Unfortunate. Ow. Blue DL. Yeah, that was a shame. Oh, man. But speaking of Fall Guy, did anyone see that trailer? They're doing this. Is it really much of a remake of The Fall Guy? Not that it matters, but I hear the new movie with Ryan Gosling called The Fall Guy, which is supposed to be sort of inspired, I guess, from the from the TV show. Lee Majors is going to make like a cameo in it. Yeah, Scotty, I also saw that trailer, and it looks might be funny, but I don't know if it's going to be following the story that much. But I hear Lee Majors is doing a cameo. I'll probably watch it. I'd like to see that, just for the hell of it. That was a goofy but fun show that I used to watch. I mean, hey, Oliver Belamonte, what's up, buddy? Let's see what Oliver's up to tonight. Says Dakota Johnson wasn't surprised that Madam Web flopped and admits she'll never make films that make no sense. Again, you mean? Alas, Madam Web will be out on digital download on May 1st. Well, and everyone cannot wait to not watch it. I'm kind of down on these remakes. I hope it's good, says Mim. Lee Majors is 84. Wow. Yeah, Scotty, I'm kind of that way myself. It looks like it might be fun. I mean, I guess is he even named Coach Seavers in the thing? I don't think they said, but anyway. I mean, it's not like the TV show was a classic. Claude Salling. David Rappaport was also in the unreleased version of The Most Toys. Wow. So, yeah. Does anyone else admit to watching The Fall Guy around here? I'm kidding. It was fun. It was a fun show. I mean, let's be honest. Back when it first came on, I got to admit, like a lot of people, I just watched it because the $6 Million Man was on it. Okay, thank you, Scotty. He is Colt Seavers. That's cool. There you go. I noticed there's like a scene where he's talking to some woman. I guess she's supposed to be like his bail bondsman, whatever. Like, remember the TV show? It was it was a TV show. Joanne Flug was in the first season or so, or whatever, as his contact, and then later it was the wonderful Marky Post, and then we had Heather Thomas. You never let Benzer drive the car. That's a reference to the show Vegas with Dan Tanner. Could not reach. Were there 19 episodes of The Wizard? The letter writing campaign saved it from mid-season cancellation. Wowzer. I did not know that. Oh my God, you got the lyrics. I was gonna. Oh, here we go. I always sing the song, but I have the filthy version. I'll try to not do filthy. We'll see. I don't what. Well, it starts out. I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. I've never been with anything less than a 9. It's so fine. I've gotten blown up for record. Damn, I can't remember the lyrics. I'd have to go get it. But anyway, Lee Majors thought he could sing for some reason. He sang on an episode of remember the $6 Million Man, the first time the Lindsay Wagner played the quote before she became the Bionic Woman of the TV show, when she played the Bionic Woman on there. And Chuck Norris is another one who thinks he can sing, right? And he sings a song about her when she died on there. Jamie. He was basically saying, Jamie. Well, a buddy of mine went to a con a number of years ago. Kevin Johnson was at one of the Kenneth Johnson, who produced other things, so like, of course, Incredible Hulk and Via, whatever. All right, Tex, brother. Be good, buddy. Good to see you. So there's this episode, and they asked Kenneth Johnson, whose idea was it to let Lee Majors sing? And he said, it wasn't mine. And I'll never forget how he used to make fun of that episode when he sings in that episode. And then all of a sudden, years later, he's singing the theme song on his new show. Yeah. Yeah, good point there, Melted Crabber, I guess. Yeah. The Wizard. Is that a film? Fred Savage and Nintendo and the Power? No, The Wizard was maybe, but I don't know. But there was a TV series in the 80s called The Wizard, about a little person, aka a midget genius scientist, like adventurer thingy. Oh, I don't like to kiss and too, but I've been with. Oh no, I can't do that. Broga says, I remember when Lee Majors sang that song. Didn't he also sing at the beginning of? Yes, he sang the Fall Guy song. Yeah. Yes, Putin's Cat. Kenneth Johnson did create V, the first 2-part miniseries, and then they pissed him off, and he didn't do Final Battle or the TV series after that. He did write some books where he did it told the story the way he would have done it. And I just went back and watched those again. About a year or so ago, I went back and I never watched all of the 19 episodes of the TV series V. but I was always a big fan of the miniseries and the final battle. In spite of what Kenneth Johnson says, I love the final battle, or most of it. And then just last week, because it had been a couple of years, I went back and again, for the umpteenth time, I watched V and V the Final Battle. And I just love those. And I mean, every like 3-4 years from now, I'll probably catch myself doing it again, watching I watch those quite often. V and V the Final Battle are great. Yes, Freddy Krueger that's one of the first things he was in was V. It's funny, he was in the first V miniseries, right? And he was so not important. They have 1 billion credits, and he's not even listed. Until way after. And then when V the Final Battle came out, he's in the main credits because all that was right after Nightmare on Elm Street came out. It's crazy. Salty Traveling Sea, my friend. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Bro, no, I can't. I won't even bother with the remake. I'm the biggest remake hater there is. There are very few remakes I will stand the few times I watch one. I hate them. I hate the very concept and principle of them usually. And when I saw there was a V remake, I'm like, you know what? You guys can have it. I've got my V over here. I wish the TV series had been better and lasted longer, but that's just life. The DC comic had crappy art in it, and I've never really bought. I think I got some of the books. But I'm fine with my V over here. You guys can have a remake. I can't get into it. You see, V was an event. When that hit, the first night that came out, everyone was interested in it. Of course, it was like I think it first aired on a Sunday night, maybe in 1983, and it blew us away. Look, people who weren't even into science fiction. My parents would never touch science fiction; they hate that stuff. But they were captivated by it. Everybody was captivated by V. I mean, that was event television on a grand scale. Everyone in 1983, that was it, man. V was incredible. The remake, people always say, "Oh, kind of like that," but look, hey, more power to you. I can't even get interested in it. I look at that and go, "Yeah, I got the real one. I don't need it." And then, by the time it was so huge, and they reran it once, I think, before the V the Final Battle came out, we couldn't wait for V the Final Battle. And when we got V the Final Battle, it was the same deal. Everyone could not wait. Yes, Salty, absolutely. It was monstrous, man. We all couldn't. That was it. The whole world was, glued to it. And that's never going to happen in human experience again, where TV does that. Even very popular TV shows. Gwag says, "V the Final Battle ending was kind of wonky." Yeah, I hated the Star Child. I hate the Star Child shit. I didn't like that either. But Michael Ironside made the Final Battle fantastic. Michael Ironside should have been the Punisher. Yep. The character of Ham Tyler, man. Yep, Ham Tyler wasn't in the first block, the first chapter, but he was in the second 2 chapters. And Ham Tyler was the best. Man, good God. I love the scene where they found that little piece of crap Daniel who killed Ruby. And he said, "You're the punk that killed Ruby. You hurt the little ladies." And he said, "I was proud of what I did." And he gets the guy's face. He's about to kill the little dude. And the guy says, "Wait a minute. You're going to kill him?" He goes, "As many times as I can." Yeah, Donovan was a great character too. Yeah, that's a good point, Ravenscroft. That's similar. Yeah, always some Avon Blake symmetry to Tyler and Donovan. I'll agree with that wholeheartedly. And because Donovan was a great character too. I really liked Donovan a lot, man. You couldn't have cast those 2 characters better. Mark Singer was excellent. He does a sensational job in the thing. All the casting's really good. I mean, what's her name? The wonderful Faye Grant as Juliet Parrish, who was on The Greatest American Hero before that. Perfect. I mean, she was brilliant. You know what? That is a good call, Gwag. We're going to review The Real V very soon. I'm glad you said that because I know Mark and Raquel have probably seen it at one point. We're going to review the 5 segments at least. Maybe not the TV show. Like I said, the TV show was a mess. Like the first episode was kind of cool. It was like a year later. And then they just kind of got away from, it just got weird. By the time they got to the last episode, it was almost like they just knew they were dead, I guess. But I'm going to talk to Mark and Raquel about that because I think we need to review V. Because it won't take long either. I mean, you only have, if you just do the miniseries, only like the first miniseries was two 2-hour segments, and the other one was 3 2-hour segments. The first half of the TV show was good. Bates and his son. Yeah. Oliver says, Clobby, YouTube is showing a rare lost 1975 Star Trek TV special featuring the 2-part special of Star Trek II as the Menagerie, aka the original pilot episode, The Cage. Leonard Nimoy hosted this special from 1975. Oh man, how do I find that video, Oliver? Good night, Penny. Everyone say good night to Penny. Have a wonderful night, my dear. I hope you're doing well. Have a great one. Good to see you. Yeah, Jane Badler, baby. She's active on the Twit. It's kind of funny. Yeah, she's a babe now. Jane, I think she does a lot. She's done a lot of cons and stuff. Jane Badler, cutie. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. So yeah, that's a good. Hey, I love V, man. I never get, like I said, every few years I go back. There's a lot of shows actually. There's some like Blake 7. I almost never stop watching it, but there are a lot of shows that I'll watch them. I got a list of them. I'll kind of watch them, and I love them so much that about anywhere from 2 to 3 years at maximum can go by without me wanting to go back and watch them again. 2 years, 3 years, maybe 3 or 4, and some even less than that. Hey, I love Buck Rogers too, Brogu. I love Buck Rogers. I watch it all the time. That's another one that I watch a lot. Hey there, Dad Man. What's up, buddy? Dad Man of the Dad Man clan. MILFCon. That's right. Sarah Douglas was also in V the Final Battle. That's correct, Wagner. Superman, you mean? Wait a minute. You mean? There you go. You mean her?
Superman.
We really love Buck Rogers, says Dadman. Oh yeah, that's right. Our buddy Dadman, he talks about it on the show. They review it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. How about reviewing the original Battlestar Galactica, says Ravenscroft. Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. I love it. I love that too. I love Buck Rogers and Battlestar Galactica. So the original Galactica means a lot to me. It's a special place in my heart. And that's another one that every few years I dust it off, go back into it. So in shows that had tragically short lives, at least you can, go back and watch them every now and then, and it doesn't take that long to binge the whole thing. I do that with Probe and Briscoe County Jr. and Battlestar Galactica and Buck Rogers, and of course Babylon 5. I can't remember. It wasn't too long ago that it hasn't been at least a couple of years since I went back and watched Babylon 5 again, and now I just got in the mood to start back on it again. Now I'm back on Babylon 5 again. Season 2, Dad mentioned hitting season 2. It will be interesting, Dad, man. I actually love the pilot Time of the Hawk of season 2. The rest I'm more critical of, but it's still fun to watch. It's just such a fun show. Agreed, Ravenscroft. Galactica 1980, except for the Starbuck episode, was absolutely terrible. Was Gates on the Wizard, Gwag? Is that what you're saying? Putin says Bucks season 2 was total trash. I'm not really with you on that one. I like I love the pilot, Time of the Hawk, Putin, but after that, I think it had a lot of really terrible episodes. I can't entirely disagree, but I don't consider it to be total because I really do like. That's the thing, I love that pilot, and that makes it so sad because after that, I didn't know what they were doing. Yeah, I don't like but I will say that I don't like the whole plot about Searcher going out into space. Them just ripping Star Trek. They could have stayed with the Earth Defense Directorate. I wanted Dr. Hewer back. I wanted Dr. Theopolis back. I didn't like Admiral Asimov. I didn't like Crichton. And at least they got Tweaky's original voice back eventually with Mel Blanc after some terrible one, so. Yeah. I didn't mind season 2, honestly, but it was pretty derivative of Galactica, says Ravenscroft. Yeah. Well, same people making it. Wilma had a outfit at first, absolutely. But I'll tell you what, if I see that Mark C with a D with a jerk or whatever, I'm going to kick it. Oh, hey, what's up, dude? You there? You're not there. He's not there. It looks like he's there. Dude, are you there? I've got the sound up, don't I? Marky?
Is that working now?
Now it is.
These engineers love to change things. Whenever the thing doesn't, I use that crisp thing, so it went to the wrong microphone. There's like 20 mics on my computer now. It looks like.
Wow.
And they probably redesigned the whole sick bay, too. I know engineers, they love to change things.
Hey, Brogu, yep.
I've watched a handful of Greatest American Hero recently, Ravenscroft. I love that show. It's fun. Believe it or not.
Yep.
No, yeah. Let's see. Jay Putin says,
I don't know. I think Lee Majors could have done a good job of singing that theme song, too.
What? No.
He does do a good job with the Fall Guy.
It'd be like, believe it or not, walking on air, and it's like it feels so free. Flies away on a ring and a prayer. Who could it be? Or maybe not. Diana, I have the leader's special interest, which I might say is even more desirable than rank. Yeah, I remember that. I just watched it last week. I shouldn't rely too heavily on that the relationship, Superman, with the leader. That trap is seen some very heavy traffic. Yes, I loved it. Man, I went and watched it last week. Now I want to watch it all over again. Thank you. But whoever said that, yes, we should review that very soon. We will, because it'll be easy. Because it wouldn't take us long. I mean, really only 5 segments if you think about it. So
yeah,
I don't know.
3.
I don't know if 5. You got the first 2. You got two 2-hour blocks was the first one. And then later, the final battle was 3 2-hour blocks. Whoa, where you go? What if number 1's ever watched that?
I don't know if she's ever watched it. Yeah, this is the.
You don't have
the mini series. This is the series, actually.
The series or the mini series?
This is the series, so the complete series. Yeah.
Let's see what show you mean, or is it
TV show? Yeah. Let's see here. I think it is. Yep.
That looks like it's a mini series. No.
Yeah. The series 3 presented completed and cut in this 3-disc 19-episode set. Once again, Earth is the main battleground. Now
that's not the mini series, though. You got those two, because
I thought I had bought them at one point, but
that's not very good, to be honest. Of course, I'd like to see it.
But...
If I can find, I found them on Tubi once, but I need to go. I wanted to go find them again to start over on them, but they're not there anymore. But man, it's a mess. The first episode's pretty good. Then I think when it gets like to the 19th episode, that it's like they didn't give a crap anymore.
They knew it was getting canceled, probably.
I don't know, man. It's weird. But I will tell you that Kenneth Johnson did write books that it disregarded the final battle and the show and did his own thing.
Yeah. So these are the old double-sided discs, I think. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let's see if they're... And then Retroblast had a new video out today about DVDs that are going bad. And,
really?
Yeah, especially some Warner's DVDs. But he was playing like some of his Superman, the 50s TV show, new out of the box, like never played. The DVDs are bad from the factory.
Oh, crap.
And then you can't get it
has a request. He wants to see Jane Badler again.
Oh, yeah, like look at this DVD. Oh, we'll bring her back. Yeah, this is...
I tried, Grogu. Wow, that's
scratched there.
You ever played those?
I thought I had at one point. Oh, no, it's coming off. All right, good. But yeah, it's like DVDs are finicky. You want Jane again?
Hmm?
He wants Jane again, right?
He wants Jane.
She looks like a badass there, yeah.
Who doesn't?
Pretty good for a reptile.
Yeah.
You would get along good with Jabba.
That was one of the things that always... it was always kind of weird how, even on the miniseries, how they look so human. Oh, God. They were really Gorns, of course.
Oh, I don't know.
You're really Gorn, David. I can't hear you. What?
Oh. Might start to make out. We got to watch out.
Hello, Nav. Good to see you, Nav. Welcome to Clobberin Times.
Little Gorn babies and
the Gorn says, I am leader of the V's. Jane Badler is my girlfriend. Why did they rip me off? So when you just like pull a little bit of their skin off, underneath there was just the things. So I mean, they should have explained better their disguises better, really.
Yeah, because it didn't really make sense that it would be that easy to tear off.
Yeah. But it's cool. It was a great show. Well, great miniseries.
Peace is declared, but can it last? The key to the true success is the meeting between the alien leader and the star child Elizabeth from 2010 Space Odyssey. Another key, heading off the universe of bloodthirsty Diana.
Excuse me. Sorry. No, but Tyler left it toward the end of the season, and I'm like, I guess they knew they were canceled. But I think he left before the last episode. I'm like, oh, well, what is the point of watching this without Tyler? Because the show wasn't as good, but it had Tyler, so that was great. I mean, he was so cool.
Yeah, so the last there at 3/22/85, and I know heard you guys mention the remake, which is garbage, except for the gorgeous Lauren.
Yeah, I love Morena Baccarin, but she cut her hair off.
Yeah, and then Lauren, what's her name? She played Supergirl in Smallville.
Vander whatever.
Vander something. She's smoking hot. I mean, the series had some moments, but it was...
exactly. Ravenscroft, Tyler, and Chris and Robin left us. Hey, DJ Ronnie J, what's up, buddy? Yeah. I'm just saying that it was okay. I mean, I watched it finally, like I said, back when I was on Tubi, and now I just watched, the miniseries in V again. I mean, the final battle again. I kind of want to go back and start out and watch the series now after I just got through. And I think they took it off the damn Tubi thingy. So,
Tough. Well, I know where you can find
Belize. It. I know. I looked there.
It's there in my thing. Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Be.
No, sir.
It should be. Oh, that's.
But yeah, the Star Child stuff is crap, Max. It was so. I love the final battle, but that one they should have not added that silly crap about her. just she has weird, magical, godlike powers just because she happens to be born of a freaking
Which is born of a lizard king.
of a lizard. Yeah, yeah, Sleestack. They're like the Sleestack of Putin. They do sort of look like that.
I am the lizard king.
Laura Vandervoot. Yeah, she was Supergirl on Smallville, of course.
Yeah, she's a cute
Vandervoot, say. Yeah. Oh, she's beautiful. Yeah, she's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm not a Smallville fan, but I'm a fan of her. So
Yeah, and the new series had a couple of decent moments. It's just not the same. I mean, just
was it a series or a mini series?
Oh, the new one was a series. Yeah, I think it lasted.
How long did that last?
Season. I think.
Oh yeah, series. Yeah.
Let's see. Was it two? I think.
Yeah, at least they killed Donovan's stupid mom. Nav says, you think Laura's too thin, do you? She works for me, buddy, but I understand everyone's got
comment. I'm not throwing stones at anyone for being too thin or too heavy.
Well, yeah, but but he's coming from a standpoint of just not this. She's not his cup of tea, which I get.
Cup of tea, yeah.
I mean, for me, I think she's gorgeous. June Chadwick was kind of hot for the time as well. Ravens, yeah.
And of course, then you had Lois Lane on Smallville.
Oh my God, yeah. What was that chick's name again?
Oh, that was. I can picture climbing out of the water in that bathing suit.
Oh yeah, I can't remember the chick's name, but she was hot.
The chat will help us out. Yeah, I'm trying to blank right now too.
Jane Badler in the Mission Impossible series. What you talking about? That second Mission Impossible series, Putin's dog, where that lasted for a short time. In the 80s, it was the second Mission Impossible series. It lasted very few episodes, but it was actually 1988. That was actually a pretty good show. It didn't last long though. I think Barney was in it.
Oh wow, the V series was that long ago, 2009 to 2011, the remake or whatever.
I guess so. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, only 22 episodes though. Yeah.
Agreed, Max. Andrew Prime got like Tyler gave him dust in the face. It's pretty cool. Excuse me. Oliver says, Crisis on Infinite #1 by Marv Wolfen and Joe Perez will be coming out in a special foil variant facsimile edition. They're supposed to be doing a facsimile of every issue, all 12 issues. Yeah, go. I just watched that. Say goodnight, Hot Shot. Tyler was bad. I like the scene where Tyler just didn't care about the fifth column helping him, so he was just going to ship off the dust before they were able to, distribute the pills that would keep their allies in the fifth column alive. And Donovan said, "No, you're not shipping it yet," and they had a big fight. The big fist with us. Oh man, that was cool.
Oh, Erica Durant's. Erica Durant's.
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah.
Raven Scott said, "Did you ever read the DC Comics version of V?" Yeah, I thought the art was terrible. I think the one Infantino felt sorry for poor Carrie Bates having to keep up with the show, and the art was horrible. Yes, I think it was Carmen Infantino. Carrie Bates was a good enough writer on some of his other stuff, but yeah, I didn't buy it. I bought like the first issue maybe and just thought the art sucked. So I hear you, Ravenscroft. Not a good book. RR, thank you so much. RTNZ's here. Hey, man. RTNZ, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. He says, early 80s TV sci-fi special. When Buck Rogers growled, "We can rebuild him," and crashed his Cylon Raider into the visitor's ship, saying, "Matthew Starr come from Captain Power," and Automan, I snorted. Well, I'm glad you saved some. Thank you so much. I think he saved Street Hawk and Manimal and Knight Rider in his back pocket for a future one, I'm guessing. Thank you so much, RR. That's very good stuff.
Well done.
Especially when you think about there aren't too many 80s shows to pull from, really. So that's capital work right there, sir. Martin was my favorite. Frank Ashmore is also Victor in Airplane and lots of 70. Yeah, Frank Ashmore was in a lot of stuff. That's true, Putin. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, someone mentioned Captain Power last night, Nam. They were asking, that's the J. Michael Straczynski show. Oh, I think it was last night, maybe, or somebody brought that up. Yeah. Donovan, I'd rather fight you again than say this. I want to, yeah. I don't want to fight. They turned your son. He didn't have a chance. Yeah, that was brutal. Yeah, I mean, that was just so good. We do need to review that miniseries at least. At least the miniseries. But if we do that, we know number one won't be able to sit there. So we'll have to do it all.
Yeah.
Don, Ranger Power.
Go in order.
What's up, Don? Good to see you there, Kimasabi. Yes, Dribble Danning was on the series, Raven. Yeah. Oh, I love me some Dribble Danning. It's a habit calling her Dribble Danning for obvious reasons. Grim, hey, Grim. Dribble Danning was, let's just face it, fantastic. I know you probably thought her boobs were too big or something, but I loved them. You probably did.
I hate it when that happens. Yeah. Such a travesty.
She was great in Battle Beyond the Stars.
I love that movie, Battle Beyond the Stars.
I love Battle Beyond the Stars too, man. You know, it's funny.
Did they do a panel on Iconicon?
Oh, what?
Battle Beyond the Stars?
No, I wish.
Or was that?
I wish.
Well, that was the Last Starfighter.
Last Starfighter did one right, and then I
was close. Yeah,
it's close. Battle Beyond the Stars, man. Oh, good God, it's funny because that came out as far as like space adventures the same year as Empire Strikes Back and Flash Gordon. And yet it's still, I mean, it's not as great as Empire Strikes Back, obviously, but I loved it, man. I didn't play as long as Empire in the theater, but I went 4 or 5 times in 1980 when it came out, man. I just
as the Corman, that's Roger Corman on that one, or
the only great Roger Corman movie ever, probably. It's the only, and again, he used that music and those effects like over and over again.
Yeah,
but I love it. And I love it. And thank you all for being here tonight. Anyone who's lurking out there, thank you so much. And anyone watching, going to download or rewatch, really appreciate you being here. And of course, all of our good friends in the chat that we shouted out and that we continue to shout out as they pop in. So good to have you all here with us tonight from the wildest of card Wednesday nights. So, yes, the Gorn's pissed off that he wasn't cast in V, by the way. You ever remember that in the interview he gave where he says, I didn't understand why they would not cast me. I'm the best lizard actor out there, and they passed me up. Yes, I asked for too much money. In retrospect, I probably should have negotiated my contract. So, yeah. Battle Beyond the Stars is a great and underrated film. I can't believe there was no sequel. Well, we're probably better off, but back then I sure would thought there would be one. Director Robert S. Fiveson brought a copyright infringement suit against the makers of The Island in 2005, citing almost 100 points of similarity between the two films. The court reviewed the between which two films? The Island and what? What's he talking about?
I'm not sure. The Island. Dr. Moreau.
Oh, the Clonus Horror and the Island. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Putin. I just missed that first part there. I got you covered. Yeah, Grim says that Gorn didn't do the casting counts. That's why he has too much on it. Gorn has pride, man. Professional pride. There you go. Wasn't the Island that that stupid? Was it a Michael Bay or
was that the clone one?
Yeah.
Was a clone on that island with
Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor. And Scarlett Johansson.
And Scarlett, right? Yeah. So Black Widow was.
I think so. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, 2005. Yep.
Don says, okay.
I wouldn't mind living in an island of clones of Scarlett Johansson.
Well, who would? Yeah. Scarlett, baby cakes. You know, man, we love her. Oh dear, oh dear. So that's cool. You got the complete series, but you don't. You must have the. I have the crappy old DVDs of the V series, of the V miniseries. Is this
Yeah,
of
let me
both of
see.
them?
I thought
Lisa,
Hey,
Lisa.
Lisa. Good playing Fortnite with you last night.
Oliver
It's late
says,
night Fortnite.
he says, have you watched back then the Battle of the Network Stars and Star Games TV series, where TV celebrities and Hollywood stars compete in the events? I did used to watch that a little bit when I was in the 70s. One of my most vivid memories of that, Oliver, was the time where Lou Ferrigno and the great Robert Conrad had a, there used to be these commercials of Robert Conrad, the great actor from the great series Wild Wild West. He would put a battery on his shoulder, says, "Go on, knock it off. I dare you." It was like the Energizer, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
In this case, they were, Lou Ferrigno was putting on his, and they were having a face-off. He was trying to get Duracell. Yeah, he was trying to get him to. It was Duracell. There you go. Knock it off. Knock this battery off of Lou Ferrigno's shoulder, and they were like facing down on each other. It was pretty fun. I watched
Battle of the Network Stars was
I used to watch that.
Great. But of course they can't do it now because of the insurance. Remember also what they did with what was the NFL when they had the the competition of the NFL players.
Pro Bowl?
No, wasn't there something like it was like a cheesy like Battle of the Network Stars? It was just there was a lot of athletes. I'm trying to remember what that one was called too. There was a lot of stuff back in the 70s where they had like stars and athletes doing, all kinds of things that no way would you do now, because if someone got hurt or something, or plus they're making so much money they don't need to do that stuff.
I gotta ask Brogu a question here. Brogu, is this a serious question? Brogu, is your question about the prisoner serious? I guess you're not. I guess you probably never heard me talk about the prisoner. You ask, of course. Do I remember a show called The Prisoner that starred Patrick McGoohan? Brogu, it's right at the top of my top all-time favorite shows. Not only do I remember it, I consider myself I'm not going to say an expert, but I'll hang with anybody on prisoner knowledge and watch it. And if we're having a contest of how many times we've watched the show, I'll hang with anybody on it. It's one of my all-time favorites. Okay, yeah, I just didn't know if you no biggie. I thought you were kidding because you just probably hadn't heard me talk about it. But yes, I wasn't sure. I thought you were like ribbing me, like making. But no, yes, I love it very much, and you might say I'm a little overly obsessed with it. I know, well, you might not, but thank you, Brogu. I love The Prisoner, and after Blake 7, we're going to be reviewing that on the Clubhouse. My name is who knows. We might even start it before. We might just, we're going to get back to reviewing Trek comics, but who knows? But yeah, because I want it to be one show and one comic with Trek comic. But we're gonna start doing some more Trek comics. But yeah. Film?
Oh, I do have the V.
I do have
the V TV series.
I
ordered it. Well, I got to find it in my box somewhere, but it's somewhere. But I ordered
the
December
miniseries?
15th. Yeah, December 15th, 2004. I just checked my Amazon history. They know everything about
it.
Me.
It is on that service thing you had. It's just not, but the TV series is.
Oh, okay. But, not everything. Let me check. Yeah.
No, both miniseries are on that thing you're talking about.
But not the series.
Yeah, but not the series. Yeah.
Not the series. Okay.
Which were you talking about? The series, or you were talking about the?
I thought I had everything. I thought I had everything on there, but.
Well, I didn't. All I saw was just because Gio was able to go back and watch them, even though I have the old DVD buried somewhere. And so
yeah, you're right. Yep, it's yeah. See, was it season 1? Oh yeah, I'm missing that. Yeah, I'm missing that.
Yeah, well, it's no biggie.
I got the final battle and I got the original miniseries.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, but you probably no. But actually, what I was saying, But do you have the physicals of the final battle in the miniseries?
Yeah,
somewhere?
I do have the
Probably.
physicals. Yeah, I do have
Yeah.
the physicals. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at now because I rip them to my Plex, server. So I'm like, oh, you
Right,
forget
right.
what you have sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. You forget
Yeah.
what you have sometimes. Yeah.
And you
Here's the
can buy
new.
it for $7.80 if you want a copy. The miniseries.
Really? Cool.
Yep.
I need. Did they do Blu-rays though? Like later, I have old ass
No.
versions of them.
I don't think there'll ever be a Blu-ray. Well, maybe someday, but
I have really old ass versions of them. DJ Ronnie G says, "Is the new V worth watching or just the OG?" I only care about the OG. I didn't watch the new one much, but Mark was just saying he said he doesn't care for it. He's watched a little bit of it, right? You said it wasn't all that
I
good.
watched the whole thing, but I don't think it's
Oh.
worth watching, DJ. Yeah, I mean, if you just want to, maybe watch the first episode, but it has a little, it gets you because of the nostalgia, but it's just a rehash and it doesn't improve. That's the problem with these remakes. It's like the original is so damn good. It's not like you're taking something that was crappy and putting a new spin on it and making it work.
Yes.
I mean, at least I
Yes.
know there's a lot. Not gonna get a long discussion about new BSG versus old, but at least the new BSG tried to do something radically different than the old one. That's that could be a can of worms to talk about, but at least they tried to switch it up, and they did win over a lot of the fans of the original who never wanted to, didn't like the idea of the remake versus the, continuing the series that we could have gotten if there were. Richard Hatch was, God rest his soul, was trying to push for and had done that promo teaser trailer with Balthazar. So we never got this. Balthazar, yeah. So unfortunately, we never got to. I think it's Balthazar, but
Baltar.
The Baltar?
You mean on Galactica?
Galactica was it Baltar?
Baltar was on the old show.
Who was the bad guy? The human traitor. Baltar.
At least on the old series, is he on? Yeah, Baltar.
Oh, Baltar. Yep. I got too much stuff in my head.
Balthazar. I was like Balthazar.
I thought it
was. Nav asks. That's okay. Everybody does it, dude. Well, asked, what do you use for the Flex server? I don't know what that exactly means, but you probably do.
Oh, I use Plex. So if you, I have a Synology NAS. With 4 hard drives that are always running out of room. So you can get a Synology NAS and you or any NAS, and then I have Plex TV, so you can rip your the media that you've bought, and it is actually legal to rip media that you own as a backup. It's part of the DMCA, so you can rip it to the server, and then that way I can play it. Then I have an Apple TV, or if you have a Roku. You create an account with Plex, and then you can share your server to yourself. So, it's a first world problem. God, I got to go find my V miniseries DVD. Where is it? And then you just play it. And then you can also play it on your iPad or your phone. You do have to pay if it's on a mobile device, though. You do have to pay. And usually what I suggest with something like that is there's something you're going to use all the time. It's a yearly fee, but normally around Christmas time they have a special. You can buy a lifetime subscription for like $70. So I think I bought that like 5 or 10 years ago, so it's paid for itself. And Guagna says make MKV works fantastic. Yes, that does work very well for DVDs and Blu-rays. So you can take your Blu-rays and rip those too with make MPV. That's a good one to do. Yep. And DJ Ronnie G has 10 drives and 2 slots used from removable discs. Yeah, so you're covered. Yep, that's nice. Yep. And he uses MB instead of Plex. Yeah, they're both the same, basically the same idea. But it's just it's like making your own Netflix, or we joke we call it Markflix. It's
Markflix.
Markflix, yeah. But there's only clean stuff on there. There's nothing.
But the brand is called Flex. He says.
Yeah, let me put it in. So it's Plex.tv, I believe. Let me check. Plex.tv. That's the software. That's the software side. And actually, Plex also has a free TV service, also like Tubi.
Good night, Dad, man.
Oh, that man.
Be
Hope
good, buddy.
your mama's doing better. Take care.
Hope your
Yep.
mom's doing better, bud.
Be good, be good,
Mark
yep.
put that link for the Plex thing for the info there. So take a look at that.
Yeah, their TV is really good too. They're what they offer for live TV, even if you don't, have use the Plex for the NAS. And
Yeah.
Synology is what I use. Synology is probably one of the biggest name for your server or your network attached storage device, NAS. So what that does, you can just put in your hard drives, and say you have a 4 slots. I think the old days we had like 4, floppy drives. So if one of those disks goes bad, you can actually take one out and put a new one in, so it'll back it up. So it doesn't have the full storage, but you're, knock on wood, you're safe in terms of backup. So yeah, God forbid something went wrong in my house. That's like one of the first thing I grab is that little box with all my movies and videos and TV and stuff on there. Yeah, it's hot swappable. Yep, as Larry says. Yep, it's amazing Star Trek technology. Yep.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. Let's see here. Brogu said, I also love the new Avengers that would come out like, oh man, let me tell you something. I love the original series with Diana Rigg the best, of course. But and he's in my old hometown. Brogu. But yes, I love the new Avengers. I thought it was a great show. It was underrated because, I mean, look, the Diana Rigg show was just so terrific. It's tough for people to get behind the new Avengers seasons that they had, but I loved them. That was a really good show. New Avengers was underrated big time.
And that was such a big deal when that came out too. Like you were saying before, it was a total complete event when people were talking like crazy. Even your parents watched it, you said, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was event television, and it was and one of the biggest and the different. All the other great events in television where everybody was glued to the TV. This is one that was as big as all of them, and it was science fiction. That was unheard of. Because again, even Star Wars, you went to the theater to see it, and generally people were bringing their kids to see it, and they liked it too, and stuff like that. But generally, it didn't happen to be that way. Always have to be that way. A lot of kids would just be dropped at the theater. It was, it was for everybody, but people, it was just different. But this is TV in 1983. The whole family at night get together, and again, people who so showing these commercials. Ezra Goldstein, shalom, my friend, good to see you.
Yeah,
and they're showing all these commercials like, wow, the aliens are coming. The visitors are here, and they look like, oh my god, it was what is this? UFOs, you were scary, and it just caught everyone's imagination. I was like, this people. It felt back then. It's hard to explain. It was spooky. Okay, that show. You may not seem fun. It's still great. I love it. It may not seem scary to anybody now. In 1983. This was as horrifying as it got. Any kind of thing you could show on television, including Salem's Lot, which was considered pretty scary for the time. And again, we're not talking about Roots or Centennial or Shogun, the other big miniseries out there that at the time that were huge, Winds of War. This was a science fiction miniseries, and yet people took it really seriously. The Day After was another one that was big, But this one,
political stuff.
Kids now have no conception of the TV miniseries. They just don't, because why would they? I mean, there's no such thing as appointment television anymore. This, though, it was a lot like, this is similar to Childhood's End for sure, Larry. This was, you saw these commercials. You got there, you sat down on that Sunday night that the first aired with your family, and you thought it was like the world was being invaded. This was sort of like Orson Welles' hoax about the world, about Mars invading us, except we knew it was television, so we were okay, but it was still scary. Was it television? Or were they showing us that aliens have really showed up?
Yeah. And you couldn't leave either. No pausing.
No.
You're like running to the bathroom. What did I miss?
I remember recording it and then watching it over and over again. We had a VCR, so Clobberin Times are really, let's see. They really don't have television events anymore. No, they don't. They don't even try. Why would they? No, people
I mean,
just
I
record
guess-
them anyway. That
guess-
people. It's not the same.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I guess the closer you get, well, of course, the Super Bowl, it doesn't count. I mean, live sports, I guess that's
as close as you can get because it's run one. I mean, it's like run live.
Yeah, like an event, but
A live event that way. Yeah.
I think Game of Thrones, when it was good, I think that became an event on Sunday night. I think that was a big deal.
But you could see it again if you missed it the first.
You missed it, yeah,
run.
yeah. But that was that was something you didn't want to miss. Plus, you wanted to watch it too, because then you're worried about spoilers, right? So you wanted to watch it on
that. You wanted to talk about it, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
other than that, I can't.
That's
think
not even close.
The new Lord of the Rings Garbaggio stuff. Nope. You know.
Even the good stuff, but I'm talking even good shows now. I'm not talking about that. There's nothing like that. And up until about when I don't know. I'm not sure exactly when it stopped. This is there are very few television events quite like this one. There are a handful of them. That's what I'm saying. That MASH final episode is another one there. Ezra Goldstein, absolutely. Patrick Britt, good to see you. But this not really anything to compare to something like this. Is the way this event was when it first got. I'll never forget it, man. It the whole my mom and dad, like I said, my mom and dad didn't give a crap about science fiction. They didn't like it at all, but they were riveted by this because it takes place on Earth. There's an Earth, it's not like out in space or something like that or some other planet. That hit home with a lot of. You didn't have to be into science fiction because they did a great job, especially the first especially the first two-parter of really making it feel like this is happening in 1983 or on Earth in 1983. It was felt very real. The second three-parter, Final Battle, did too, but it was more like it was about the resistance. That was more of the action-oriented thing. It was still very popular because of how popular the first one was, but that first two-parter was special. Not just because Kevin Johnson hated Final Battle and got to take it away from him, but just because it really, it's just, it's hard to describe. If you weren't there in 1983 to experience one, and you were, I know you were younger than me, but you might remember it.
No, I remember
Free
that.
TV is no longer a binding social event. We are all at our own little niches and disconnected from each other. You absolutely. Say again. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, that's a good point by Ravenscroft. I mean, it's great that we have our own little niche here. We got a ton of people watching right now. Chat's going back and forth, and that's good. But you're right, we don't have that other than like a Super Bowl type event. There's no like TV because you can get whatever you want when you want it, right? It's not like you can get pretty much any show, and if you miss the show, you can watch it whenever you want to watch. So, unless trying to think of something that even comparable in the other than Cobra Kai, wanting to watch that, but even then it's not the same.
No, this
is not like an event. It's like maybe a lot of people are excited about it, but it's not something like, oh, I can't believe it. Like make fun of something, but like the Star Wars Christmas special. All my buddies and everyone, we ain't missing that one. And then we were like, what the heck is going on here? But that was a massive event. You had these buildups to these big events that everyone was talking about it, and you only had the three main networks, so you didn't have much of a choice. So when you got something sci-fi like this, like V, and I'm pretty sure my parents watched it too, or my dad too, because it was very accessible. It was an accessible show. It wasn't like a Star Trek where someone's on a ship, like you said. It was set on Earth, and they did a great job advertising it, and there was enough to keep the interest of even non-sci-fi fans. It became a rebellion or a guerrilla warfare type show, but everyone could get into it. And then you had the lizard reveal. Wow, that was awesome. Yeah.
Good stuff. I had a sorry, I dropped for a second.
Yep, yeah, I wasn't sure. Yep.
No, okay, good.
Scott, are we spoiling when are we spoiling Shogun? Well, that book has been out. What?
I think I've talked myself into it. We're gonna, as soon as maybe starting next week, I'm gonna talk to Raquel as she's up to review this. We're gonna review it. But the thing is, because it needs to be, I put my foot down.
V or
V? Yeah, we're gonna start pretty soon, probably.
Sure,
But what I'm saying is, if you were to show this somebody who did not go through it in 1983, we're not old enough to grasp what were going on in 1983. Let's say they were just either too young, not born at all, but someone that you know is a very intelligent person that maybe, you know, they were born in the 90s or this, that, and the other. And to watch it, they might still enjoy it. I'm talking about the first one, starting with the first one, right? They might enjoy it and think it's pretty cool and pretty good. I think they might. If you went, but there's a special aspect to it. Because when I watch, just the other day, and every few years I pull it out and watch it again. Right? When you watch this, if you were, let's see, I was about 19 years old when this first came on, so you know that's you know you're aware of what's going on, and obviously even I was, and I'm a dummy. You know it's just, yeah, it is amazing. Oh, Donnie, have you ever seen V? No. So if you were there and it was something really important to, and you got wrapped up in the event of it, your whole family did, and you were old enough to grasp. I mean, I was 19, but if you were like you were only a few years younger than me, so did you watch it with your family?
Yeah, I remember watching. I know I watched it. I'm guessing like mom and dad probably even watched with me too. But like here I brought some of the vintage ads.
We're talking about the first V miniseries, Putin's Cat.
They arrived tonight, 8 p.m. Channel 4, 11, 12, 13, NBC. So these ads were everywhere too. So don't forget, back then people used to read newspapers.
And then TV Guide, there was ads, but there were like some crazy. I mean, who knows? YouTube may even have some of the ads.
They did. I found them. You can't show them obviously, but
on TV, these ads were very ominous. The aliens were coming, and all this, and the visitors are coming. I mean, it was a crazy event. See, last year on the 40th anniversary would have been time to do this, but we had bad timing, folks. I'm sorry. But this is the 40th anniversary of the final battle. So I mean, so it's I mean, very soon we're going to review this in the final battle. But the thing is, if someone didn't live through it, could still watch it and probably enjoy it. I think so. But if you had, and it's also very much a part of its time, right?
Yeah, it's very 80s.
A product of its time.
And the logo on the aliens is clear takeoff of the Yahtzee logo. So they had that.
Yeah.
That messaging there too.
This show, but I mean, this was just. I mean, it's even. But I go back every time I go back and watch it. I love it. And see, there's minimusness. He says that Kenneth C. Johnson wrote a V novel wrapping up the story. It was an enjoyable read. Oh, cool. I haven't read that, but I've heard about it. You told me about it. And doesn't it ignore the final battle and the TV show? Wes Cagle, what's up? The second V special was an action adventure sci-fi show. The first one was a 1930s Germany metaphor. Yes, that's true. I still love the final battle. I mean, how do you not love Ham Tyler? You know, it did have some great music, Wag. So it was amazing and it was special, and it was very much a part of its time. I wonder, do you think someone who didn't live through that time could watch it and still get a lot out of it? I mean, I think so,
but you wouldn't have the same hype. You can never recreate that hype.
It's an lived experience. Yeah.
You can never go back to that first time, like the first time seeing Star Wars, you know, in the movie theater, and then having the starship, you know, fly over your head, and you're like, oh my God, this looks real.
No Tyler.
You know, totally blown away.
Well, I know there's no Tyler, so yeah. So that means no series. Yeah. So it's just I might have to, and there's the comic. The comic had really crappy art.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Yeah, with that scene when the ships were coming over the cities, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, back then you would have a ton of advertising before something hit. Something hit. So, like we said, TV Guide and magazines and all kinds of ads. And I hope she didn't really eat that rat.
I think she really did eat the rat.
For real, yeah.
What's the cover? You got a cover of one of the comics. I want to see what the
Let's see
title
if
was on there.
I thought that was Stan Lee for a second. Oh, that's
It is. No, you don't want to show him.
yeah.
That creep up monster.
I didn't know who that was. That was a parody. Yeah, I'll Google some comics. Yeah.
Jane Badler's going to whip blood pressure up. That's Jane Badler for you, dude. What can I tell you? Gotta stop looking at Jane.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, and you hear all kinds of the magazine. Like some of these are magazine articles. Yeah.
Wow, I made my own. Patrick Britt says I made my own homemade visitor's uniform for Halloween when I was 13. I made the gun out of a Lego and wrapped it in a black electrical tape. That's cool. If you give me one of the titles, it's V. It's impossible. It's tough to search for that because of the title.
Here's some covers here. I got some.
Yeah, but I was trying to find it on our favorite site.
Oh, to actually find one of them. Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
Yeah, the art is not good here. Yeah.
Touring machine.
They turn. Michael Jackson wore that jacket too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry Bates, Carmen Infantino, and Tony
DeZuniga.
Zuniga.
DeZuniga is a great anchor, but man, oh man. Carmine was getting
Probably why. Yeah. You said they were just throwing him work at the end, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he really probably didn't finish it. Didn't really do much of it. So I'm trying to find some
stuff to find the actual. Yeah, that's horrible artwork of the alien. This looks like a guppy fish there. Those can't be expensive to buy these days, too, I'm imagining.
Oh, no. That's some quarter bin stuff there, dude.
Right. Of course, everyone loves old time nostalgia now, but
wow, there were almost as many episodes. That is their episodes of the series. There were 8 issues.
Oh, 8. This looks like a lot more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll show
looks
you.
like 18.
There were 18, yeah.
Oh, 18. Okay.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Oh, they said 6.
18 issues. So there. Oh my goodness. Infantino, DeZuniga. So in other words, wow, Carmen didn't do any. He barely did the layouts. This is all Tony DeZuniga. He's a very overpowering. I see zero Tony. I miss Carmine. I see a little bit of his layouts. I mean,
just did layouts, maybe.
Barely layouts. And I love DeZuniga usually, but he will overpower the hell out of people. Which in this case is probably not a bad thing. But you can't even tell any of them from any of these from the City on the Edge of what? Not forever, is it?
Just City on the Edge.
City on the Edge. Did you mention that Robert Englund was on the show? I did, yeah. From Freddie. In fact, I was talking about when I went and rewatched it for the 10 millionth time. Hey, Maddie's daddy, what's up, dude? Didn't get a notification. I'm sorry, buddy. But yes, Patrick Britt. Sorry, Patrick Britt. It's Bert, not Britt. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I don't look close enough. I've gotten very blind. I do apologize. It's not on purpose. When I watched it recently, again, because I watch it every few years, I took note of that they have like this long list of credits that are they're always alphabetical, right? In the first two miniseries, I mean, a ton of names would go on all at the beginning of the show that are, I mean, zillions of names. And Robert Englund's not, I mean, even after the initial ones. I got you. Thank you, Patrick. Even after like all the initial main people, he was way down, not even alphabetical, and he's just anymore, just like in the to nothing. And he, and the character of William, as they call him, later they called him Willie, did have a pretty decent chunk of a role in the first miniseries. And that was right before Nightmare on Elm Street was released. And then for Final Battle, his name's way up, bumped way up in there. And then when he was on the series, I believe, as well. That was why he was playing Freddy in other movies. He was like, dude was playing Freddy and Willie, giving everybody the Willies as Freddy.
Yep. And he was Willie, like you said. Yep.
Wow. Oh, so this comic, yeah. Oh, well. I guess that's supposed to be Donovan. I don't even see Tyler. City on the edge of nothingness. Well, that's Tyler. Wow. Jesus. That's Gooder. I guess that's Julie. That's Ham. So that's wow. Tyler does not look like. I mean, they weren't really supposed to look like their filmed counterparts, I guess. Okay, that's enough of that nonsense. So anyway, it was good talking about this show because I've talked myself into it, folks. We're gonna review it soon on the big clubhouse. We're gonna get back to reviewing track comics, but I'm saying.
Oh, Turing, the series came first, then the comics, yeah.
The comic was a little bit after the series. I remember it was close at the same time, wasn't it?
What was it?
I think so.
It was 83. So, or sometimes they, they time.
No. I'm talking about after the TV series, which was 87, maybe.
Oh, okay. I think I can't remember the timing of it, but
were you asking if the comic book comes before the TV? No.
Yeah, that's what he was asking. Yeah.
No, it originated as a TV miniseries.
Yeah.
It's not based on a comic book. Sorry. That's a DC version of the comic. Max Resto says in the AC Crispin V novelization, Willie's first post was in Saudi Arabia, and he gets reassigned and renamed. Yeah, that's right, because he even mentioned it. Well, he mentioned it that he'd been reassigned, he misassigned. He was sent somewhere else. Yeah.
Let me see how much these V books are worth. The most expensive book is $6. It looks like. Oh, number 16 is $19. Why is that?
Why?
I don't know. No idea. Sometimes, I don't trust. I mean, this comic-based software is fantastic, and usually they're pretty close. But or maybe it was low print volumes. 16, 17, and 18 are all worth $20.
Why are they worth so much?
I don't know. I mean, they always check. Always check.
Not like there's going to be any key issues of a series like that,
right? Because there's no crossover effect.
Yeah,
that's
craziness.
But let's see here. Unless maybe it's the last 30. Yeah, sometimes it's a low print run or something. But I guess the best thing is to check. But that's a probably pretty. I mean, issue 1 is $3.75. So, but pretty cheap series if you're a fan. You want to get it, and maybe someday. But like I say, it's always better to buy something because you love it. Don't buy it for an investment.
Right.
Don't listen to me. I don't know. I should have bought an NVIDIA, right? Yeah.
in '83 in May. So shows here it first aired. That was on May 1st, 1983. So, wow, the final battle was a year later. So, man, oh man, that's a long time ago.
And the first comic was 2/1/85 cover date. I don't know what
In '85.
the news. Yeah.
What about the series then? Was the series so the comic was before the series? I think it was before the series.
Yeah, after the miniseries. Maybe they knew the miniseries was the TV series was coming out. Let's see when the TV series came out.
Series was later than because you had 84 was the final. First one was 83, first miniseries. Second one, the final battle was 84. And like you said, that comic was 85, but there was a couple of years between? Yeah, 83 was. I'm not talking about the miniseries. I know that was 1983. And then that's cool, Patrick. That's cool. No, yeah, I mean, believe me.
All right, so here it is.
You're bottom all the time. So go ahead.
83 miniseries, the original
Right.
2-part was 1983. The final battle, 84, 3-part. The TV series was 84 to 85.
Okay, so it was 84. It was right. Yeah. Then the comic book.
Yeah.
And of course there were books as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2009 was the reimagining 2-season
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people like the remake stuff. That's fine. I just can't get into it. But I agree with you on that one. I can't name you anyone in that other than Morena Baccarin. And you said Lauren. You said Lauren Vander something or other to that.
Yeah, yeah.
All fine and good, lover. But I mean, who else? Exactly.
Yeah, I can't remember now. Yeah, I don't know if they had any cameos with Jane I can't remember if they had any cameos, but no, it was not. You're not worse for the wear for not seeing it. No great loss there. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Oh man. Well, there you go. That's pretty cool. I mean, I enjoyed watching it again. There's a big cast. So Mark Singer, Faye Grant,
yep,
Richard Lawson, Jason. Some of the names, Michael Wright, the people won't remember today, but people still remember Mark Singer.
He was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott Wolf was on the remake from Party of Five.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. Yeah.
So my point is that.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah. You're correct.
You are correct, sir. You are correct, sir. So, DC had a challenge with making a one-letter title stand out on the spinner racks. Yeah, they did. It was a very popular TV show. I mean like miniseries at the time, and I think that's the thing. People, I don't know why you'd think that the series would have done, well enough to last a while, but just didn't have the same kind of impact that a miniseries did. Maybe it was a little bit too much. Maybe they should have made like a third miniseries instead of a series. Make it a series of miniseries every couple of years might have been a nice idea. Yeah, so.
Well, you run out of ideas sometimes too with it. Like, you're talking to MASH, you're just doing a comedy episode, or you do an anthology series, you've got one story, but you end up telling one story or a long story over time. That's why I like those miniseries. So, as we've said, all the shows now are one story arc. So as horrible as say something like Echo was to watch, it's just one 8-hour story, which drives you crazy. At least we could have gotten 8 1-hour horrible stories. I don't know. Maybe one of them would end up being good. That was a joke, but
no,
that's why I love Star Trek, the anthology series of characteristic of Star Trek, because you get in, you get out, emergency, A-Team, Magnum PI, you name it. Back in the old day, Rockford Files. You didn't have to watch. I mean,
Great
of course,
show.
you know the character better, but you can just plop on any old VHS of the Rockford Files tonight and enjoy the show.
Better stuff. We'll see. Ravenscroft asked earlier, would you ever consider reviewing Land of the Lost? I would consider it. I don't think I would.
Not the movie.
Not the movie. No, I don't think. I don't know if I would. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'd even consider it. I liked it as a kid. Ravenscroft, you were a fan, I take it. I mean, it was a fun show. Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine exposition. And blah blah, greatest earthquake ever known happened, and they went to a place where a bunch of clay dinosaurs and stuff, and the Slee Stack were there. I mean, I liked it as a kid. I don't think I would ever review it though.
You could do like one episode for fun, maybe. Yeah.
Yes, you could. And I'll be right there behind you.
There we
step
go.
of the way. I don't know. I mean, I'm nothing against it. I mean, I have every love and fond memory and respect for it. So Ravenscroft, I don't know, only because there are probably so many other things I would prefer to review, but I have nothing against it. Now, having a conversation about it, though, that would be different. But that would take a lot of time to review those, and there's so many other things I would like to review more. I would more like to be. I'm just being blatantly honest with you. However, that's an interesting suggestion, and I like it. Fine. The episodes always seem so short to me. I think you must be referring to Land of the Lost, and not the remake Land of the Lost series either, and not like you said, not the movie, and not with Marshall, Will, and Holly. V is not worth reviewing, in my opinion, says Turing. Turing, we're going to have to disagree on that one, buddy, because I disagree. I love the original miniseries and the second miniseries. There isn't much there, to be honest. I absolutely fundamentally disagree with you. If you're referring to the original series and miniseries, we don't agree there. I think it's definitely worth reviewing. Don't you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the TV series, I haven't watched it in eons, but I'm remembering like you, it wasn't that good, but you just love the characters. So, but it wasn't as dramatic. Didn't have the oomph that the first two series had.
Yes, Ezra. He says there was a second. Yes, Turing. There was the first one from 1983, which was two 2-hour blocks or segment. And then in 1984, there was the 3 2-hour blocks called V the Final Battle.
So basically, you had two really long movies, in 83 and 84.
And then three in 84.
Yeah.
So, Ezra, shalom, sir, says, Clobby Mark, have you thought about reviewing Sapphire and Steel? I have to go back and watch it. I've only watched part of it, one or two here and there, long ago. Ezra, if you've mentioned it before, I really, honestly, in earnest, want to go start and watch that show again and give that show another shot. Because I have every respect for friends who love it, and I wanted to give it a shot. I don't know if Mark's seen it, but I've only seen like one or two.
I don't think I've seen that. And maybe would have caught one. Would it have ever been on like Sci-Fi Channel? Would have only been on PBS.
David McCallum and Joanna Lumley.
She was lovely, Lumley.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that. That might be something Raquel might like a lot too. Or was too much fantasy in it?
I have to watch a couple and get back to her. I'd have to watch a couple.
Yep. Well, that's very timey-wimey, isn't it?
I know not enough about it to comment. But it's a good suggestion now. Good. It's something I want to. If I watch it, I'll put it to you like this, Ezra and others. If I watch something and I get really excited about it, then chances are I would like to review it someday. Anything that I really, again, there are plenty. I'm obviously, I don't think any of us are going to live long enough for me to review all the stuff I would like to review, but there's a lot of them I would want to watch, and review.
I'm adding it to the list.
But that's one I would have to watch and see if I get excited enough about it to review it, because I'm,
it's on my list. It's on my list already.
Yeah, there you go. Ezra is probably not something that a lot of people are reviewing, so Wagner says we're getting closer to Max Headroom future and the Blipverse, and yeah, I hear you. Could not be reached. Deep lore in Land of the Lost. Yeah. Man, it's been forever since, I got to admit, I have not watched Land of the Lost since it was on. I mean, except for maybe a few here and there. I probably haven't watched it since I was, nonstop or like religiously, since it was on TV when it first aired.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't watch the Nickelodeon remake thing. And I watched enough of the movie to make me want to not watch any of it anymore. The movie can go straight to freaking trail. You know what I mean? Well, it's Will Ferrell, so I'm going to have a chance of me liking it anyway.
Yeah, and they just had all the potty humor, and it wasn't a good. Yeah.
And his name was actually Marshall Willenholly. Ugh. In the movie.
Yeah.
Marshall, Will, and Holly, because of the and forget Michael Urie or whatever, the guy that played Marshall, played Will. He's from my neck of the woods and Brogu's neck of the woods.
Wow!
So the Fall Guy will be like that too. Watch, I'll probably when it ever comes out. I don't think I'll go to the theater to see Fall Guy. Because I got 2 movies coming up that I'm actually want to go to the theater to see: Ghostbusters. Did you know that King Kong Godzilla X Kong is like a week after? These idiots are putting those movies out too close. Yeah, they're putting out. I don't know why they're doing this. Putting Godzilla X Kong out right after Ghostbusters. That's not smart. Because I want to see them both in the theater. Oh, Sapphire and Steel is on Tubi. Oh, okay. I thought it was on. I think it's on YouTube also. Is it not? Could I be reached? Well, I'll go check it out on Tubi then. I think a friend of mine made me some old rips once many years ago, and I remember just getting a chance to watch all of them. So I just don't know whatever happened to them. I got tons of stuff like that. I rewatched it and caught jokes I missed because I was laughing so hard. Says he said you like Will Ferrell's. It cracked me up. Says him. Okay, just not a big Will Ferrell kind of guy. And I'm not sure I'm in the minority on that one, right?
Well, he likes more cowbell. Will Ferrell's, talented. It depends on what I'm in the mood for or what. There's certain things, certain people like, they're comedians or I'm in the mood for that stuff, But,
definitely.
I like Dumb and Dumber, so
yeah. Well, he's not in that, fortunately.
I know what I'm saying. Some people.
No.
Some people we love hate Dumb and Dumber.
I don't know. I think everybody loves it. They just don't admit it. She loves it. She loves it. And we'll play some more of that for her tomorrow. Did somebody say more cowbell? Yes, somebody did. I don't know who it was. Will Ferrell bores Maddie's daddy. Will Ferrell bores me too. I can't stand it. But what do you do? I guess I don't dislike him as much as I dislike Adam Sandler or somebody like that. Sandler I can't stand.
And who was the most? Who the highest paid actor last year was?
Adam Sandler.
$75 million or $74.
Why does he do anything?
Because he's a smart SOB, and he had that 4 picture deal with Netflix, and now
so he has made
Netflix.
Movies.
Yeah, so they're on Netflix. So when they were huge hits, so Jennifer Aniston was actually pretty well paid too. So he made $75 million or $74 million last year.
Wow.
So he was number one.
At least before, when he was making movies, even whether I like it or not, had heard about him. I never hear about his movies anymore.
Weren't you happy he beat Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I like it better than him. But here's my point. Usually, whether you like a movie or not, you generally hear about movies coming out. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're interested in it or not. If you watch TV or you look at social media, what have you, and I don't watch TV, but I do look at social media, you know about movies just by osmosis, you know. And I usually, I guess because I don't watch much any TV and commercial television anymore because I don't have it. Maybe that's why. Because usually you can sit around watching that stuff and you see commercials for the latest stupid ass Tom Cruise crap or Adam Sandler drivel.
Or E.T. would come on or something, Entertainment Tonight.
Why are you showing me this?
Well, the top 10. So we're going to do a top 10 countdown.
Do we have to?
We don't, but I already started.
Go ahead.
Denzel made 24 with the Equalizer.
I like him. That's cool. He can keep his money. I'm not going to steal it from him.
Yeah. So Denzel was 24.
I'm glad he makes only 10. Oh, this punk! I don't want to see him with money. Get him off of there.
Ben Affleck made 40 million.
Good for him. Choke on it.
Jason Statham made 41 million. I like.
He's cool.
Yeah. Expense 4.
He's kind of a dope, but he's all right.
I like him. Yeah.
He's like
Leo made only.
Get him off of my damn screen. Let him go be rich somewhere else. She's okay. She's hot at least.
She made Murder Mystery 2. That was her only movie. She made 42 million.
42 million. Wow,
I guess with that deal with Adam Sandler.
Number 6.
Barbie earned 43 million.
I have nothing against him one way or the other. He's fine. Yeah. Let him keep his money. I'll let him keep it.
Yeah.
Ryan, you can keep it.
Matt Damon. 43 million.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Really took $4 million. Oh, for percentage of the profits. Oh, that was smart. That's smart when you take the percent.
Because he needed even more money. Apparently, he needed the money. Money was tight for him.
Who did one of the did Nicholson get a huge percentage of the profits of Batman '89 or?
I don't know, but I'll answer you if you'll get him off of my screen.
Yeah, he was number 3, only 45 million. God, he's looking old now. Get a haircut. Your hair's too long.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie.
Oh, no, that's $60 million. Stay there for a while at least. She's the second highest paid.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Well, that's fine. Then I'm good with that because you can keep your money.
How can a woman make that much money? Is that allowed?
Wait a minute. I thought women don't make any money.
Yeah.
Isn't it like women don't make any money? There's no okay. Yeah, but see, they'll be pissed off that most of the people on the list are males, not guys, not men or anything, but they're males. So number 2, huh?
Number 2, 60 million. Well, she could afford to buy a few Barbies now. And Adam Sandler, God bless him.
What in the hell is the world coming to?
Oh, come on. Anyone who can write cafeteria lady.
I'm glad I don't know what that is.
You know the song Sloppy Joe's? You remember the Sloppy Joe song?
No, I did like Piece of Shit Car, but and The Lonesome Kicker, that was funny. I'll give him that. With
that great Sloppy Joe's.
I don't know.
Farley was Farley was a cafeteria lady. Chris Farley was Sloppy Joe. I can't sing it, but Adam Sandler Sloppy Joe song. Oh my God, it was freaking hysterical. It was so good.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually. I joke because I just don't like his movies, but he's a good dude. Actually, I'm kind of kidding around. I hear he's a nice guy, so I'm kind of kidding.
Lyrics. Yeah, but
I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear his lyrics.
Oh, it's so funny. Yeah.
Oh, don't put that on there. What, are you crazy? All right. You've had your fun showing me people that I don't like to see. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you like Margot Robbie?
Yeah, you had it on Margot Robbie, then you moved it up over. To show me Adam Sandler.
Well,
thanks a lot.
Salute to him. I mean, to beat everyone on the planet, he's number 1 because of his freaking deals with Netflix.
No, that's true. And he is. They say he's actually a cool dude. That's good enough. Like he needs my approval. I'm sure he's really worried about some fat ass down in Louisiana doing YouTube streams whining about him. Yeah,
Yeah, he's going to be
Oh,
on.
really
He's
gonna
be on
hurt
his
his
Twitter
feelings.
tomorrow complaining
He's
about it.
probably hurt. He's probably just, I know it hurt him. I know Tom Cruise really gets upset when I talk bad about him, man. Ezra says, Clobby, why do you dislike Tom Cruise? Is it because he is a Scientologist? No, it's not that. I just don't like him. I mean, I can't give you a big reason other than I just rubs me the wrong way when I see him, quote unquote, acting. And he's like this. I just don't think he's a good actor necessarily. I mean, obviously he's a good actor, I guess, but I mean, I just don't get. I don't know, something about his whole persona just doesn't do it for me. And yes, he's acted like an a-hole in some instances. However, in his defense, Ezra, I've heard some anecdotal accounts that he was very nice to people when they met him. And if that is the case, then good on him. I hope that's true. I just don't want to watch his movies. I mean, I can't really give you much other than his movies don't appeal to me. He doesn't appeal to me as an actor. And it started early on. I was really he was also in that stupid Mission Impossible drivel, which trashes the original series. So screw him for that. Jen Phelps was not a bad guy. Sorry. So I just don't get into his whole star. But I'll tell you this: he's probably going to be okay without me liking him. I have this feeling, strange, feeling that Tom Cruise is going to be all right without this one silly old fat ass who's around his age not watching his movies and calling him Tom Cruise.
He wants his $5.
I think he's fine with all the money I never spent watching his movies. He's probably going to be able to make ends meet. I'm going to guess. Yeah. Yeah. I think Tom's okay because I would not want to think I was inconveniencing him in any way by not watching his movies. So he'll be all right. I just don't get into him, and all the adulation he gets and people going nuts over his movies, I just don't get it. And here's another thing, Ezra, that happens to me. I get a few times, there've been a few of his movies. I've had friends that were really like over the moon about some movie he was in. Like, hey, Mike, you need to watch this. And I will
Awesome,
say, well,
right? Yeah.
I said, has Tom Cruise in it? Well, I'm not watching it. And they can't leave it at that. No, I know you don't like him, but you need to watch this. No, I don't need to watch it. You need to watch. I've had that happen to me on a number of occasions. I'm like, look, I don't like him. I don't want to watch it. But it's really good that I'm glad you liked it. I don't want to watch. Come on, man. And the more you try to talk me into it, I will not be watching it. Not only will I not watch it, if you keep it up, I'm going to go find your copy and steal it and burn it and run a truck over it. So please, for the love of God, I don't want to watch it. Can I not? Is it possible for some person on the planet to not watch a Tom Cruise movie? I don't get why people like him. Yeah. I don't get why people like him. But I'll tell you this, I've never tried to prevent anyone from liking him or watching him. Tom is safe from me. If I'm walking down the street and so is he, and he walks by me, not only am I not going to do anything to him, I'm just going to be I'm going to ignore him. If he walked up to me and said, "Excuse me, sir, I understand you're that guy that doesn't like my movies." And I said, "Well, that's not
like
true."
me.
I'll say, "That's not true, sir. I don't watch your movies." But I heard
Would you rather get
like me.
Would you rather get 100,000 paper cuts on your face than watch a Tom Cruise movie?
I think this probably would. And if he says, "But I heard you don't like me," I would say, "Well, that's nonsense, sir. We've never met. How could I not like you?" So,
we have seen Risky Business, though. You said, right?
I've seen Taps and Risky Business.
Okay.
And that was before I knew how much I
Ridley
couldn't
Scott.
stand him.
Before you,
Yeah.
I love Taps. Taps is a great movie. Yeah. Doesn't he die in Taps? He gets.
Yes, this is best. That's why it's so good.
That's why you liked it, right?
Lisa says, Clobby, do not watch Edge of Tomorrow or Night and Day because those really good movies have Tom Cruise. Thank you for the warning. But the warning of his name being on the marquee is enough, is all I need. I've had people walk up to me and they try to be cute about it and go, "Hey, Mike, did you see?" And they'll name like this movie that we know he's in it, right? And I'll go, "Well, who's in it again?" And they'll go, "Well, they'll well, I'll do it right now. There's Ezra. Clobby, have you seen Rain Man? I would counter with a question, Ezra. Who's in it? And that would be your answer. Oh, I did. No, I take it back. I think I did see Tropic Thunder, but I can't remember. I know I watched a little of it, but he wasn't really being himself. So I think if you say, hey, did you see fill in the blank, whatever movie, if Tom Cruise's name is there, 99.9% chance I have not seen it, and 100% chance that I will never see it. And now I don't even dislike him that much. I just think it's fun to do that to people. I'll be honest with you now. I don't really care that much either way. I just you had me at Tom Cruise. You had me Tom Cruise. So, yeah.
Well, I do appreciate. I don't dislike Tom or not care about not watching Tom Cruise's movies like you, but I do appreciate how he goes 110% out on his movies. I mean, that motorcycle stunt he did for Mission Impossible. At least these guys got guts. I mean,
I don't think I saw Legend. I may have accidentally, like I say, I could have accidentally seen.
Might have seen Legend, maybe. Yeah.
Dude, Rain Man was epic.
It was a great
good.
Movie.
So, well, again,
and he was good in it too.
I don't know why you're trying to sell him to because it's not going to work.
But maybe we could make an edition without Tom Cruise. Yeah.
Larry, it's a mission impossible to get me to watch a movie with him. Yeah. In fact, I have a theme song, theme words to the Mission Impossible theme that have Tom Cruise's name in it, but I can't sing it on the air. It's because it starts with Tom Cruise, bleep, bleep, Tom Cruise, bleep, bleep, Tom Cruise, bleep, bleep, Tom Cruise. I can't, like I said, I can't really go, beyond that. So I guess you probably all think I don't like Tom Cruise now. Well, Tom. Oh my goodness! Look, there he is calling me again. Look, Tom. Look, stop crying. No, seriously. You're too. Look, you're my age, dude. You're older than me, maybe. You're right. Crying. It's dude. Don't. No. You're not on the air now. I promise. No. You're not on the air. But you got to stop crying, man. Every time I talk bad about you in the air, you call me. That's ridiculous. You're a grown man. You can take it. Tom, look, Tom. Aren't you doing the set? Well, go make your. Look, dude. No, I'm not watching it. No matter what. Look, no, I won't be watching your movie. No. Okay, I'll stop talking bad. Everyone, I'm going to stop talking bad about Tom Cruise right now because he's a big baby, whining about it. All right, Tom.
Yeah, he might be invited you out for clam pizza soon. What would you do?
No, I'll go. Of course, he doesn't want to hang out with him, be seen in public with him. Look, if it means that much to you, I think you're the greatest actor of all time. Yeah, I said it. There you go. See, he doesn't believe. He thinks I'm being insincere. I mean, you can't win with this guy. He's crying about it. And I just said he was the greatest actor of all time, and he thinks I'm being insincere now. Wow, really? Smart alecky, he says. It's a waste of energy unless Tom Blankard's somebody like Alec Butthole. Yeah. I don't think he did. I'm pretty sure he didn't. I think, you can't prove a thing. I'm not talking about Alec. We all know Alec did, but Tom didn't do it.
Talk to me, Goose, says Max. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, talk to me, Goose. You didn't see Top Gun, the original?
No, never. No, God, no. Okay. That might be the one that triggered me the most. I was like, oh, wow. No way I'm going to go see this one. No.
Talk to me, Goose.
No, I didn't say Alec Baldwin didn't. I said that Tom Cruise never did it. I said Tom Cruise never shot anybody. Not even in
the armor for Rust was found guilty today of involuntary manslaughter.
No, we all know Alec did it. What's that?
Oh, the armor for Rust, the Alec Baldwin movie, was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter and can get a maximum of 18 months in prison. So they think that's what Alec Baldwin might get because he claims he never pulled the trigger, but the investigations I've read say there's no way that the gun would go off unless you pull the trigger. So There's a slight chance he could end up in prison.
Now, by the way, well, good. I can't stand that guy. Can't stand Baldwin. Now, see, Baldwin I really despise way more than Cruise, to be honest. Cruise, I'm kind of just being good. I just don't like. I go over the top joking about it. I don't really care. I just don't want to watch his movies. That's all. And people try to force me to watch Tom Cruise movies. That's why I get aggravated with it. But Baldwin's poo-poo, and I've watched some movies with him in it.
He's been very nasty to a lot of people.
No, he's a nasty piece of work. I mean, look, they say Tom Cruise is a nice guy, so I'm just goofing off. But Baldwin's a piece of crap. I mean, look, he's not. There's nothing good about him. He's trash. Yeah. So yeah. I think Cruise is wacky too, but I mean, some of the things he does and stuff. But yeah, he's fine. I promise you all. I'll watch a movie of his one day. No, I think I did watch part of Tropic Thunder, and I saw he was in it and fast forward to that.
He was great in that scene, actually.
I think I did. Now maybe I just saw clips and can't remember.
He was good, and he had him in a fat suit, and damn, he was good in that role. Sorry, but yeah.
Probably wants a new Star Trek movie starring Tom Cruise as Wesley Crusher, says Glagner. Okay, in that case, Gwag, I would watch that. If Tom Cruise plays Wesley Crusher in this crappy Jar Jar Abrams Star Trek movie, I'll watch it. How about that, everybody? I can't be any more fair than that.
Yeah.
Because who knows? They say Jar Jar Abrams is not going to do any more freaking filthy, maggot-infested Star Trek crap, but you never know.
There's talk of Star Trek being sold.
Ezra says, Bobby, and Mark, what is your opinion of Steven Seagal? Wow. I don't think he's I never thought he was a good actor, Ezra. I kind of like the first Under Siege.
What? I think the girl that jumped out of the cake in Under Siege was phenomenal.
Erica
Baywatch.
But he's a crappy actor. I never liked him that much, but personally.
That movie is good, Under Siege.
But I do like those two movies with him, those Under Siege movies. After that, hard to watch, and like Above the Law and every other 3-word movie, whatever. I can't stand it because he's always the same. He's an annoying Twitter. And here's an arse in real life. So I'm not the biggest fan of Steven Seagal.
Yeah, and he rubbed a lot of people wrong in the martial arts community, and with his punch, his knockout punch, and allegedly it's all BS. You watch the video and decide yourself, but he seems like there's a lot of ego about him. Of course, you got to have a big ego to succeed in life.
Mark Fredek, hard to kill.
Is he backing it up?
Yeah, hard to watch. So
not good movies Under Siege. Yeah.
And by the way, when is Godzilla X Tom Cruise coming out?
Godzilla versus Tom Cruise. I think that's after Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla and Godzilla versus Mothra. I think then it's Tom Cruise's turn.
Steven Seagal is a horrible, horrific human being, says Max. It's Under Siege is the peak of his career. Yeah, that's true. That's a good movie in spite of him, I think. Maddie says, Seagal is a jerk, but he bought bulletproof vests for the Jefferson Parish Police Department. That was nice of him. Cool. I mean, yeah, even jerks could do something nice. So there you go. That's right. 3 words, Putin. They're always the 3-word movies. He's a Russian now. Is he training their army? Who, Seagal? What's he training them to do? Eat Twinkies? I mean, no.
He's going to come kick your ass.
Good. Shit, he couldn't even.
Tom Cruise and Steven Seagal show up at your house tomorrow.
Yeah. He couldn't kick his own ass if he was standing behind himself. Seagal offered $1,000 to anyone on the movie set who could take him down. Take him down. A technician did. Seagal had him fired and didn't pay the guy. Sounds like a class act to me. Ezra says, Claudia Mark, did you two watch Steven Seagal SNL episode which is considered the worst episode of SNL? No, never.
When was he on? Because I used to watch every.
I haven't watched that show in decades. Although I wish I'd watched it last week. Now that I know Sydney Sweeney was on it.
Well, you can watch it for free on Paramount. I think.
It is on there?
Yeah, I think some of the SNL episodes are free. Yeah.
Well, if that's on there, I'll watch it. I did not know that.
Or like on demand, I think,
I saw some clips on YouTube, but
yeah.
Well, anyway, Sydney Sweeney was on last week, and she was a double the hit. Yeah, she played she was in a Hooters Girl skit. Oh my goodness, I didn't get a chance to watch that yet. I want to watch it. So yeah,
I'd eat at that Hooters.
Oh man, that is a double threat. February 27, 2023. Why? What is that date? A date which will live in infamy, according to Patter.
Steven Seagal? Or no, he wouldn't have been on that recently.
Oh, is that what it was? It was last year?
No.
Huh. Seagal couldn't take out a hamster these days. Too slow and lazy. Steven Seagal once gently slapped a man to death just for snorting. Well, that's that reference is, that is dusty. I love it. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Monday bestowed a state decoration on Steven Seagal, the American action actor, who also holds Russian citizenship. Well, that commie pinko bastard can go screw himself. Steven Seagal's SNL episode was broadcast in 1991.
I figured it'd be old, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I ever saw it. If I did, I don't remember. His Aikido has to be real. Otherwise someone would have embarrassed him, says Putin's cat. Well, I don't know. Can we stop talking about Steven Seagal, please? Thank you. I've talked more about Steven Seagal right now in these past couple of minutes than I ever intended to in my life again. So we're done. Thank you, Putin's cat. We're done. To hell with it. To hell with Steven Seagal. I didn't even talk about him no more. So he can screw himself. And again, he's going to call me up crying in just a minute. I know it now. Can't even talk bad about him without having to hear his crap. Oh, he's going to come and say, man, we'll kick your ass, you fat fuck.
Sorry. Here's the link to Sydney Sweeney on SNL. And I think it looks like they've broken them up into little clips here so you can watch each one separately.
Dude, what are you doing? I want people to watch this show.
Yeah, I'll see you later. I'm going to watch your. I'm going to watch your.
It takes a lot, dude. Jesus Christ. I can't believe you did that. Thanks for putting other things to watch. And when I got
watch it later. Watch it later.
Yeah, but all right. All right, dude. Whatever, man. I want to go watch it.
You want to go watch it now? Yeah.
But I keep forgetting because I'm always doing something when I think of it. Aura says I'm trying to exercise. So in lurk mode, man, after a long day at work, it's easy to procrastinate and clubbing. Yeah. Oh, take it. Hey, good. I'm glad, man. Exercise. I can't even really read that word, much less spell it or do it. But yeah. I can't exercise myself, but I respect you for doing it. Rumor has it. I remember reading this. Seagal's first Aikido black belt judge. Fellas, okay, I'm done with reading about him. There's got to be somebody else we can pick on than Steven Seagal. There he is on the phone again. Look, I'm not even answering this time.
He's on the phone?
Both of them. Him and Cruz on a conference call. I'm not calling him. I'm not answering it.
Well, my brother-in-law had Ben Affleck's number because he did some work with him.
Yeah, he calls too. I'm sick of him.
Yeah, and then his buddy's like, I don't believe you. He's like, I'm going to text him right now. This was like 15 years ago. He's like, I'm going to text him right now. And he answered. He was like at a NBA playoff game. Right. Funny. So he showed him, but he was like he was helping him my brother-in-law was working for Panasonic at the time. So he was helping him. He went to Ben Affleck's house a few times, but He
I've
lost
never-
touch with him.
Well, Minimus mentions he doesn't know who Sydney Sweeney is, but she defies the laws of gravity. Yeah, she's. I didn't even know who she was till 2 weeks ago because of this people making fun of Madam Web.
Yep.
Max,
Well,
it's
I mean-
not going to work. I'm not going to read that. So,
Could you imagine how stupid they were now that she wasn't that big, when they were making Madam Web, but she still was a relatively big star. But if they had just
she was
made
big, all right. Yeah.
but if they had
Good night,
been
bro.
smart-
Guru.
Take care, bro. But if they'd been smart enough to
Be
make
good,
a
buddy.
movie, Spider-Woman movie featuring Sydney Sweeney, I think it might have done a little bit better if they had actually had,
Yes,
super
Wagner.
villains.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying they should have had superheroes and villains and stuff in it?
Yeah.
Why?
Instead of a 30-second flashback?
Are you saying it should have that instead of like nothing going on?
Yeah.
Well, it was like, I think it was a remake of Emergency because she was an ambulance driver. Right?
She was what?
She was an ambulance driver, so it was a remake of Emergency.
Oh, yeah. God, Gage and DeSoto would have liked that, yeah. But yeah, she was, I know no one here has seen it, and that was the joke that she made on SNL, which is great. Like, you might have seen me in Euphoria, but you certainly didn't see me in Madam Web. And, she at least has a good sense of humor about it. But yeah, the movie in the end, it's Madam Web predicting the future, and there's like literally it's like a 10-second clip of her in costume as Carpenter. So it's just and the other ladies as well.
And they changed her name. Though.
Yeah, what did they change her? Or they didn't call her Carpenter
or some Cornwall. I don't know. But I'm saying, but right now I'm talking about her. I didn't know she existed on my misfortune until that stupid movie came out. It's ironic because it's a movie that nobody went to see, but I wouldn't know she existed if not for our blood brethren, let's say, of some YouTubers who bit the bullet and reviewed the movie and talked about it and put it out there because the movie got more attention with bad reviews than any other thing that got attention for. And that's how I learned who she was. Now, of course, because everyone's going to say it, Sydney Sweeney. People are saying that like she's Tom Cruise. In other words, a name everyone should know. And now she is going to be a household name. She's going to be up there with Margot Robbie pretty soon, probably. But and the
she's got
a movie out right now. Yeah, but she's got a movie out right now. That's like some rom-com that's doing very well.
Yep.
But even though that's doing well, I would not have heard of her if not for the idiocy of Madam Web wasting her like that. And obviously because of that and the other movie, it was the other movie that got her on Saturday Night Live. She even made a joke on her monologue of Saturday Night Live saying, "You definitely haven't seen me in Madam Web."
Yeah.
So it's just weird that that's how I hear about her. It's like in a movie that nobody went to see. Wastoid crap. And that's pretty impressive of her, though. And like I said, she'll be up there pretty soon with the Margaret. I mean, she's hit it now. It's big for her now. That's it.
Yeah, no, she's hit the A list. Yep.
She will hit the A list for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. And deservedly so. Let's just be honest. She is spectacular.
They're real and they're spectacular.
They're spectacular. Yep.
I had that clip on at one point. Did I put that on your?
I think you did.
I think I did. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You did, sir. Yes, sir. So anyway, what else is going on out there, world? We've done nothing. I've done nothing but open geek it tonight, baby cakes, and just talked about stuff and things and everything. I mean, unless anybody has any more questions.
Well, let me put in the Outer Limits episode we're doing tomorrow, so people know that.
I don't think we're doing that, are we?
Are we not doing it? I wasn't sure. I thought
I'm canceling it because Tom Cruise is in it.
Tom Cruise is
You
not
sure?
in the Outer Limits.
Are you sure he's not in that one?
I hope
Nah,
not. God.
Yeah, you can put it in there. We got,
Yeah.
Just, nobody's reviewing that but us three. But yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna put.
It's just us reviewing it anyway. Nobody else is going to review it with us. I don't think they didn't last week. a few people. I mean, no one really reviews Blake 7 much with us either, but a few people did. And
There we go. So there,
and Blake 7
Deadman's. Yep.
episode is where is my damn?
It's episode 4, right?
Huh? It's season 2, episode 4, Horizon. Yep.
Horizon. Okay.
Yep.
Good night, Maddie's daddy.
Nice, Daddy. Have a good one, buddy. You know what that means, right?
What does that mean?
This.
What about you?
What about me?
Why don't you go?
You are expendable.
And you're not.
No, I'm not. I am not expendable. I'm not stupid. And I'm not going.
And that's what we get to see, fun.
That's why I knew that series had hit another level. Oh, goodness.
And guess what?
That's
No
what-
Tom Cruise.
No, Tom Cruise. You didn't hear about how they're remaking Blake 7 with Tom Cruise in the
Yeah, I
lead role?
did. I heard that. And then he called me. And he told me, he broke the news to me, right? And I said, well, you do know what's going to happen to you if you do that, right? He said, are you threatening me? No. Do I have to threaten you, Tom? What do you think is going to happen, Tom, if you try to remake Blade 7? What did I tell you before? He said, no, I was just calling to tell you that I turned them down and I'm not going to be remaking it. Is what oh, okay. Well, it's good to hear. I'm glad you took it to heart. I'm glad we had this little talk, Tom. Thank you. And that's the way it went. Are you not reviewing Blake's? Yes, we are. Yeah. After we're in season 2 already. On Thursday nights. Yeah, on Thursday nights. Tomorrow night we'll be we're doing episode 4 of Horizon. That's episode 4 of season 2, sir. Ezra. So yeah. Yeah, buddy. We're on it. We're on it like Donkey Kong it. So yeah, I had to set him straight, right? Because he was about to make a mistake. And let's just say he'll come to Jesus meeting with old Tom and showed him the lay of the land. Yep. Put him straight. Said no, not only in fact, not only are you not remaking it, Tomo, you're going to go out of your way to use your Hollywood clout and your big fortune to make sure nobody else remakes it either. And we've already talked about this, dude. That you're committed to doing that. So not only is he not remaking it, Mr. Smarty Pants, he is going to use his considerable clout to make sure that nobody else remakes it either. What do you think about them apples? What do you all think about those apples, everybody? Those apples. Hey, Fanty outside. What's up, dude?
Hey, Phantom.
said
Unfortunately,
if
I'm out of apples right now.
No.
Right
He
now.
says if they were making Blake 7 with or without Tom Cruise, time to burst out Avens justifies stupid. Yes. And he did clip that one. I think he did clip that one.
I must have, yeah.
So don't worry, you guys. Blake 7's safe. Steven Seagal ruined Kelly LeBrock. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what went on in that relationship. Do I? How would I know, Roy? What's going on there? Sorry, not sorry. But it's Steven Seagal. He'll be telling me Steven Seagal's remaking Blake 7 next. But we know that's not going to happen. And you'll be telling me there are Outer Limits remakes next.
Oh, the horror. That was a damn good episode last week. I like that one. Yep. And this one I think is a pretty good one too.
I'll be the judge of that. I mean, I'll watch it and see.
Do not change the horizontal. Do not change the verticals. Yes, I'll be doing a watch party tomorrow for that. I have to do it earlier because my son is coming into town. So gotta go. I think I gotta go pick up pizza and do some stuff. So I might try to do it earlier than normal tomorrow.
Well, good. Because I'll use some pizza about right now. Who wants some pizza? Pizza. Wasn't Steven Seagal canceled because he was saying, I don't know, MMM, but Steve, there's Kirk, JT Kirk. Steven Seagal is probably never. What is the same? What do I have to do to you people to get you to stop talking about Steven Seagal? You're just going to make him cry again. I got him settled down. And you're going to start talking about him again. He's going to call me up crying again. Jesus. You're worse than Mark.
Yeah. I haven't asked you to watch Stargirl tonight.
No, but you could. Anyway, light is young. Yeah. You could ask me.
I haven't yet.
Yeah. Well, would you ask Steven Seagal to remake it? No, you wouldn't, would you?
No, it's so good the way it is. Yeah.
CW.
Yeah, there was actually patriotic. It actually, where's Fanty Outsider? Yeah, he liked it too.
Well, now that's if he liked it, I definitely don't need to watch it, do I? He says, "Which Outer Limits this week?" Mark, just put that in the chat. May want to put it again.
Yep, it's Dead Man Switch. I put it in again. I put the link where you can watch it for free.
And Steven Seagal talking to Clobberin.
Roku channel.
Next day, he would be talking about how he used to own a comic book store in Louisiana. I would, or he would. I don't think I find that the least bit amusing, Max Redstein. Not at all. You think you're funny, eh? Mr. Iron Mighty Music Master Max Redstone, you're so funny and clever, aren't you? Good hell. No, I'm just kidding. It was fun. Bobby, did you hear the passing of Pamela Salem? Must admit, Ezra, I didn't, because I'm not sure who. You'd have to refresh me on who that is. I'm so sorry. Yes, Stargirl was garbage. If you like JSA, especially, the finale was a piece of filthy trash. Because he disagreed with you. Wow, I didn't think it was that bad, Phantom. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I couldn't imagine it being that terrible. Good Lord, why would you disagree with Mark like that?
Is this Bizarro reading the chat?
Oh, Tucson Robots. Yes, she was also on Blake 7, Cygnus Alpha. And I just forgot the name for some. And Remembrance of the Daleks, one of my favorite Doctor Who episodes. And Robots of Death, one of my favorite Doctor Who episodes. Thank you, Max. Sorry, Ezra. I just blanked on the name like a moron. That's a shame. I did hear about it last week. I think Max or somebody mentioned it to me. I'm a fool with names. I'm so sorry. But yes, Jonathan Salem's mother, says Mucky Man.
Who was she?
She was Moneypenny and Never Say Never Again as well. Yeah. She's an actress. She was on Cygnus
That's
Alpha.
right. Yeah.
And a couple of Doctor Who's, and obviously Never Say Never Again. I'm sorry I blanked on the name, Ezra, but I thought she was terrific. I loved her. A beautiful woman. Yeah. Beautiful. So, yeah, bummer. Total babe. Yeah. She died for Gan, too. So, I'm sure she was in a lot of stuff, Ezra. I'm just naming the things I've seen. Again, which were Robots of Death, Cygnus Alpha, Remembrance of the Daleks, Never Say Never Again. Yes, Max, Sidney Morgan passed away a few months ago. It was horrible. And I loved her.
Yep, that's sad. Yep.
I loved OMG Barbara Carrera. What, did she pass? Putin, are you just saying that in general because it Never Say Never Again? Barbara Carrera was hot. Oh, Pamela Salem was also in an episode of Magnum PI. Cool show. Okay, well, there you go. Yes, sir. No, but in the same. Okay, yeah, she was in the same movie. Don't scare me like that.
Yeah, she was a Bond girl. Yep.
Well, she was Barbara Carrera was something.
When she said Sean Connery was a great kisser.
There you go.
I've never kissed Sean Connery, so I couldn't tell you.
She was Fatima Blush. Fatima Blush. I see. Am I the only one that liked Never Say Never Again? I enjoyed it.
It's good. It was fun. Good rehash of
and Bernie Marty Casey played Felix Leiter, so even though he was not Leiter, you see what I mean?
The whole making of that movie is fascinating. The rights issue and copyrights and
yeah, had to remake Thunderball.
Yeah, because the
Rowan Atkinson's in that.
Yeah, because Ian Fleming got sued because he was working on making a new Bond movie, and the movie initially fell through. And then he came out with a book called Thunderball, and the person who'd been helping him with the book, I'm forgetting the name now, but he sued and he actually won. So he got they had to put his name on the book, and he had the movie rights. That's why he had the rights to Blofeld, and that's why they couldn't use. That's why when in Live and Let Die they kill Blofeld in the beginning, but they never say Blofeld, and they dump him down the.
They do mention Spectre.
Yeah,
no,
Spectre's never used again.
Yeah, but you mentioned it and never say never again, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Max von Sydow played Blofeld, but they don't say his name. Right.
Yeah. So who was the writer on that? That was forgetting the.
Don't remember the name. Pamela Salem played.
Oh, Kevin McClure.
Then The West Wing. Never watched The West Wing, Ezra, but okay, cool.
I watched a little bit. It was good TV, but not my political bent. But
yeah,
Martin Sheen is a good actor.
Yeah, spray it clean.
Well, yeah, the State of the Union is on tomorrow night during the clubhouse. Doesn't the president know that? He's supposed to delay that.
Well, we'll have to miss that, won't we? What a shame. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but I'm going to miss it. Like I always do. Way too. Yeah, it was too political about. I just couldn't get it. To hell with that.
Yeah, it was it's well done, but it's just it was so obvious.
Aaron Sorkin's
where they were going. Yeah,
Aaron Sorkin's a see you next Tuesday. In my never humble opinion,
I'd pay for a hamburger for next Tuesday. Yeah,
I'm glad you pay you Tuesday. Was it my money for an hamburger, which I will gladly pay you on Tuesday? You made me very nostalgic for the 80s tonight, boys. I loved all those cheesy sci-fi shows. Even Automan, says RT and Z. Yeah, Automan. Automan lasted 6 episodes. I remember I was so excited because I loved the movie Tron, and it wasn't long after Tron that Automan graced the screens on ABC. And it had Desi Arnaz Jr. for God's sake, but it did have the great Robert Lansing, and then the dude playing Automan. I don't even remember his name, but it had the CG car and all that stuff. It was ridiculous. The stories were stupid, but it was fun to watch. And again, it was just, it was 6 episodes.
Guy turned into a car to fight crime.
Oh, it was better than Manimal, sort of.
Did
you watch Manimal?
He just changed into it. Didn't he change into the bird all the time?
He would turn into animals and shit, but they would use this really crappy footage.
Yeah.
You could, it just even then, I guess they did use makeup for some close-up shots and whatever have you. Whatever, but then they would just use this crappy
stock footage
of animals or whatever. It's like, oh man. My mother the toaster, says Max Redstone, but anyone like any toast? What's to miss? Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, no one's gonna watch that. Yeah, that drivel. No politics in chat. That's a good idea, JT. Yeah. I agree with you what you said there, Ezra, and everybody, but I don't do politics here. They're not doing anything bad, but I'm just saying, I don't really. Someone had to mention the State of the Union, though. I wonder who that was.
Oh, blame Mark. I was just making a joke. Oh, jeez. It's in my contract. You can blame me.
God damn it, Mark.
If you have to watch the president tomorrow night instead of the clubhouse, it's all right, I guess.
Crazy. Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
Your agonizer, please.
There's only one thing I want to say to you.
You're a dumbass. Captain, I see no reason to stand here and be insulted.
Oh, you and your clips. I love them. Let's see who's cooler, Lee Majors or Gil Gerard? I'm going with Lee. I love the $60 man. What an epic! I hate to do this because I do love Lee Majors. I'm going to go with Gil. It's razor thin close RR, and it's probably a hot take, as the kids say. In other words, probably not. And Donnie says, "Gee, I love the West Wing." With Donnie, Don, that's okay, man. We'll cut you some slack there. Buck,
but Lee Majors been seen with Fair.
Yes, but he's done more. Okay, Majors, but Buck Rogers, that's for a show that ordinarily usually had some really gamey scripts that were not that good, and sometimes with crazy, really silly stories, but fun. And as you're a kid, you love. I was a teenager, but Gerard is so cool on that show. I'm only seen him like on a TV movie or something. After that, he was in a TV movie with Melody Anderson. So I've never even seen him try acting in much of anything. Whereas we've seen Lee Majors, he was on Big Valley. He was on an episode of. He was pretty good on an episode of A-List Smith and Jones. He was a bad guy, but he's mostly a good guy. $6 Million Man, Fall Guy.
Magnum PI reboot.
Lee Majors was on that.
Yes.
I could have lived my life not knowing that. Thanks a lot. Jesus Christ. Why did you tell me that?
God damn it, Mark.
So, yeah. Now Gil wins even more. But somehow his performance as Buck Rogers carried that show. And I loved him.
I thought Wilma carried the show.
Well,
no, he was good. He was great in that show. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Wilma was wonderful.
Good presence. Yeah.
Let's see.
And Twinkie.
Most 80s sci-fi show didn't seem to last past one season. Wagner, that's for sure.
Quark didn't last.
Quark, that was the 70s and didn't last. Yeah.
The 70s. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Did you two ever watch Alien Nation? I didn't watch it much. Did you watch it? I have friends who watched it.
Just a little bit of it, not a lot. I don't like sour milk, but yeah, it was an okay show. I've heard people love the show, but
got a big fan. Got a fan following. Yeah.
It became more of a cop buddy show, I think, actually, and towards more than the sci-fi. But
Lee Majors
heard some good things about that. Yeah. Resident Alien new season is out. I don't know if anyone's been watching that.
You watch that?
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah,
you and Minimus watched that. Yeah.
He's funny. He's funny.
That's true. Gerard was married to Connie Selica. I got to go along with that. That is good bonus points. Gil Gerard is an actual real life genius. Prior to being Buck, he was offered to be a CEO of a chemical company, but he was embarrassed that he did not complete his chemistry master's degree. Then he became William Buck Rogers.
Then he got stuck with Wilma Deering.
Jedi Bill, hey there.
Hey, Jedi Bill.
Says, I love the V series from the 80s. Cool. We did too. Is he like back in time or something?
I think he's just joining. Maybe he's just joining.
He maybe started at the stream at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah. But hail the Jedi
that's
Bill.
Cool. Hey, hail the Jedi Bill. If you hear this.
Yeah, that's why I said that. We were talking about that earlier. So
people start at different times in the stream sometimes, but the chat will show up, but they have their stream run back a little bit. I've done that before many times myself when I'm watching someone stream. Let's see, what was I wanting to? Yeah, Gil Gerard though. Yeah, he was cool, and I forgot what I was about to say something. Shut up! What I got from? What the hell was I about to?
I can't remember what you're going to say.
No, you can't. Neither can I. So, well, what are you going to do? We got amazing bunch of people here tonight. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I hope that's true because I was playing late night Fortnite last night. I decided to stream with Lisa. I said I had like 80 people watching, and today it only said there were like 10 people watching.
It's I think YouTube's subscribe. But whoever's watching, we appreciate you if you're out there lurking.
Doesn't matter.
Just don't trust StreamYard YouTube. Anyway, we're gonna make our way out here. It's been 3 hours of wildness. And I want to thank you all for being here with us tonight. What you got going on? I know you got a video up, and what else is going on?
Yeah. Let me put that link in because no one watched that. Not saying you guys didn't watch it, but
I did.
Normally thank you. Normally my shorts get. I get a lot more people looking at my shorts, but
well, you should pull your shorts up then. Sorry.
So let me put the link into that, and then I'll be doing the watch party tomorrow for Blake 7 and also The Outer Limits. So I got to figure out the timing of those, but stay tuned to the Twitters, and I should put them on the community page as well. But here, let me put in this 1-minute review of.
Go ahead, Ezra.
Find it. Yep.
By the way, I did watch the old Twin Peaks show. Watched the first number of episodes. I think I watched it all way back when, not lately. Claude I got Gil Gerard's autograph on my big Buck Rogers book. He told me that his stuntman gave him a copy of that same book, the one with all the Calkins like newspaper prints. Yeah, newspaper reprints and stuff. Cool book. There you go. Hawkeye in the sky.
Jedi Bill,
folks.
Yeah, Jedi Bill just got here, so that's what it was.
Hey, cool. Jedi Bill, good to see you. But he's hearing us now, though. In the now?
Yeah. He's in the now. Yep.
Jedi Bill, good to see you. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I don't like movies about gladiators as it happens. But I thought Gladiator was just sort of so-so. And generally speaking, I can't say I like movies about gladiators, and I've never been in a circus prison either.
No,
but there are other things that I could sadly answer that question. That oh wow, you did. I mean, even put the circus prison question. And I've never seen a grown Max naked. So there you go. I've never seen a grown Max Redstone naked. All right, dude. He's Crouching Tiger was great. I like that, Putin. Cat. Didn't like. Well, I guess I like Spartacus. Fine, yeah. I mean, generally though, I don't like movies about gladiators. I think gladiators are kind of a cool villain for Daredevil. I'm just saying it because I'm to be contrarian than Max because he's asking me airplane questions.
Aren't they doing a new Gladiator movie too, or a remake or something silly?
Yes, they do it. I think there's a remake or a sequel to Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Gladiator. So, you saw Crouching Tiger in IMAX? Did they have IMAX back then? I love that movie, by the way. A sequel, right? It's a sequel.
IMAX is pretty old, but they didn't have as many IMAX theaters where, it was used to be at like museums. Usually you'd find like an IMAX theater like New York City or something, or LA, but now there's a ton of IMAXs, or not a ton, but many more IMAXs. And they also have something called, like, I call it IMAX Lite, where it's a small version of IMAX. Like we have one in New York that I go to, and it's a little bit bigger than a regular screen, but it's not the full, like 5-story IMAX movie.
Good night, DJ Play Nice. I didn't know you were here, but hello, good night. All right, well. All right, folks. We're going to run. So anything else to say before we get out?
Well, look forward to the clubhouse tomorrow night, and we'll be back.
Notes and shout outs. Yeah.
Yep. I'm looking forward to the Sunday Night Geekery, and if you could go watch and like that short, it'll only take you a minute. And
put it back in.
Fun hanging out with you guys. And what?
Put it back in just in case.
Yep, I shall put it back in. Yep.
All right, everybody. Show note time. Where we at? Okay. Tomorrow night, of course, as mentioned. Okay. That clubhouse is in session. We will be reviewing another episode of Blake 7. It is episode 4 of season 2, Horizon. And an Outer Limits episode, but that Marcus put the information in the chat for. But we're gonna get back. We're gonna be reviewing some Trek comics soon. We're getting back to doing that soon. Primus. So then, of course, I'll also before that I'll be on Tom's with my Midnight Edge After Dark. The great Tom Connors over there with the Midnight Edge After Dark gang. And where else? Oh, okay. And then Friday night, another of Fearless Fridays with the great J-Man and Sean on J-Man's channel, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're continuing our reviews of Frank Miller's seminal Daredevil run. A few more of those to go. And then we start with Fantastic Fridays because we're going to review all of Jack Kirby's classic masterpiece run on the Fantastic Four, issues 1 through 102 and annuals 1 through 6 with the great J-Man's channel with J-Man and Sean and myself. And it's going to take us a little time, but we're going to do it all, baby cakes. Going to have some fun doing it too. Some classic comics reviews there. But anyway, after Daredevil, 8:30 Central on my great buddy Nicholas's channel, 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser. I'll be hanging over there with the Friday Night Comic Shop boys, talking some comics. Not exactly sure yet. And now, special announcement. Today, well, actually, it's now the 7th. But the 6th, which was when I started the show tonight, it happens to be my oldest child's birthday, my daughter. And if I tell you how old she was, you'd know I'm really, really old, and it's pretty messed up. But we didn't have a celebration tonight. So on Saturday night there is going to be one. So I'm going to be about an hour late. We're not reviewing any Voyager episodes this week. We'll postpone that for the following week. We're just going to have an open Trek show when it'll be an hour late, but I'll be here. Hopefully, number one, and we hope Mark can make it, and we'll all get together and just talk a little Trek. How about that? We'll think of something, and you could even help, contribute to the conversations by asking us some Star Trek questions if you'd like. And so you're all, thank you, MMM. You all get a week off from Voyager, aren't you thrilled?
Or you can get ahead of it too if you want to just keep watching.
You can do that. So again, I thank you all for everyone who hung out with me at the Clobber's member stream last night, and please join us for the special time, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday night for a fun open version of Saturday Night Star Trek. Okie dokie, and then of course Sunday night it'll be End Your Week as a Geek, geeking out on Sunday Night Geekery on the Great Mark D with the Seas Channel, our chief engineers. Fun time on a Sunday night. I'll just have a blast doing it, and come join us. You'll love it. And of course, there is even some eatery going on there. You never know.
Yeah.
And then I don't have a picture for it yet, but Monday night I'll be back with the Earth B. J-Man and I will have an Earth B presentation for you, the great, of Bob Haney work. So, all right. We're going to shout out really quickly of our wrenches, the great Eric K., Chris Persia, D. Bud Martin, Lord Thoth, J-Man, Maddie's Daddy, Cal L., Fanty Outsidey, Maximum Redstone, Larry. And let's see who else is with us tonight. The great Gwagnar. Well, let's see. We do a special edition of Fantastic Fridays at the end and review Fantastic Four 108. Isn't that a reprint? I mean, we can, I guess. We're gonna stick with. Isn't that like not a reprint, but they just chopped up some stuff art that he? It's hard to. I don't know, Gwag. I guess we could. I'll look into it. I know it's the last. It's the last Kirby FF, but still, it's what's that?
Well, then they did that other tribute to Kirby. They what if Kirby had never left? What was that one called? It was a 12-issue miniseries. on the doing the FF, and it it was done in style Kirby with all guest artists. I'm trying to remember the name of that series now. So
that was that was the anniversary thing that was called World's Greatest Comic Magazine.
Yeah,
there were 12 issues. That was pretty cool, but no, that's
it's not Kirby, but yeah, it was a tribute to Kirby. Yeah,
right. But I've thought of I did tell him I told him we could consider 108, but I guess because he skipped a bunch of issues, and then they came back and he didn't even
he was gone at that time, wasn't he? Or
at 108, yeah, but they held
they
one
had it
back.
In the file, probably. Yeah.
It was like a file issue or something, and then they had to get a lot of work done on it and stuff, so it was kind of unfinished. I guess we could do 108, but see, 103 to 107 are not him.
Yeah, because Buscema is on.
Yeah, glad we'll do 108. We'll probably do 108. Thanks for reminding me. Lasher, what's up? He says, is Trek the first shared universe on TV? That's a good question. If you don't count cartoons, it might be, but I would have to look in. I'd have to research that to make sure. They're Lasher. It's a good question. We get the best questions here. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
So Gwag, that's a good call. I mean, that was the last Kirby. Technically, he kind of, So he's got the wraparound Buscema story. That's a good call. I didn't think about that. Well, we'll do it. It's done. Thank you. Without you reminding me, we're going to be so far off from that. I'm sure it would have popped back in. So you got it. Anyway, Gwag, you rock. So let's see here. What we got here? Wagnar's here. Minimus is here. Lasher, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Let's see who else. Mars, Monkey Max, MMM. Melted Copper was here. Dun Ranger Power was here. Good to see you, buddy. Son Lee, DJ Play Nice, RRTNZ, Ravenscroft, Putin's Cat. Jedi Bill. I hate to miss anybody. Try not to miss anybody, folks. Ezra Goldstein. Dadman Clad. Ezra Goldstein, Shalom. DJ Ronnie J. Let's see. We got Lisa.
Did Steven Seagal stop by or Tom Cruise?
No. Well, they called me a couple times. I'm ignoring them. Don't mention them. They're just gonna call it. They're gonna call. Thanks to you, they're gonna call me again. Let's see. All right, everybody. Let's see. Lisa. Penny was here. Man, such a lively chat. But could not be reached for further comment. Maddie's daddy. Well, got a bunch. I said Son Lee, right? Son Lee.
You did, I think. Yeah.
Brogu from my old hometown. I got so many people. I mean, everybody was just so lively. It takes a while to get to somebody else, They're all saying a lot of stuff.
Long time to scroll, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, way long this time. Sometimes more than others, Wow. There are a lot of people here, but, could that be reached? I think I got to. it. My God. You think
it's full of stars.
Yeah, my God. Dude, wow, that's a good one. Good catch. Who said, my God. Patrick Britt. Man, JT Kirk. Touring Machine. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to get everybody. I don't want to miss anyone.
Yep. Well, I appreciate everyone being here and hanging out.
Yeah, DJ Roddy G. Sometimes I say somebody over again because I just already forgot that I've named them.
I do that all the time.
West Kago. Sorry, everybody. Man, oh man, this is thing. So many. I love it when it's lively, though. Oliver Belamonte. I love that people are engaged and love it. They're having a good time, and that just does my heart good. Crap. Nav Shergill. I hope I said that correctly. Thank you, Nav. Nav. I hope I said that correctly. I do my best here. And again, like you mentioned, Dadman and the Dadman clan popped in.
Yep.
And
shout out to Grandma Dadman.
Yeah.
She's doing okay.
I hope so. Grim. Hey, Grim. Thank you, Grim. Well, where am I? Am I close? Not even close yet. Oh, man. Well, I think I just about got it all. Looks like I've got it all. Now you tell me. All right.
We got the Gorn too. The Gorn was here.
The Gorn. Huh?
Yeah, the Gorn was here. I heard you talking. I
Oh.
heard you talking to the Gorn earlier in the show. So.
It wasn't in the chat, though.
It wasn't in the chat, though, yeah.
Salty Traveling Sea was here.
Yes,
Salty
he was,
Traveling Sea. The Great Tex. 1701 Tex, that is. Yeah, buddy.
Well, Gregno wants me to make a spreadsheet of all the chat participants. Yeah. Who has the most chats over time? Yeah.
Yep, go for it. Scotty R37. Yo.
Hey, Lemon Pie. Lemon Pie's here.
Lemon Pie. Hey, it's Claude Selling. Almost there. Stay on target. Almost there. You're too close. Lost Tyree, lost touch. It came from them. Rebel base. The rebel base is on the moon on the far side. K. Roberts. All right, so I'm going to go. We're getting to that point. David Glenn, hey, where I'm thinking that Captain Go Away and Blunt Reviews. We are Joe Dog. No, I'm pretty much. Huh? What's that?
Oh, Lemon Pie's asking, was Scotty here? I can't remember. I wasn't here the whole time.
It was earlier. Scotty was here. Gap After Dark was here also. There you go. Mm-hmm. So now I'm thinking I got them all. I'm going to go way, way out on that limb and say I got them all. What do you think?
You got to miss one, but yeah.
Okay, FKH probably because he's always the first one. So FKH, hey Tim, thank you, Tim.
Oh,
now they got him out. Yep, there we go.
Nope, we didn't get them all.
Tobar the robot, you are a naughty boy getting here so late, Tobar. Because I am an evil robot, I am posting to Mess Clobby's shoutouts. How dare you mess up my shoutouts? I shall destroy your programming for that. Evil robots are not welcome here, but you are because you're our favorite robot. However, I will reprogram you to be a good robot from now on. Robot Tobar, I am now changing your program to being a good robot. Thank you so much. That does not compute. Now it does. Thank you. I didn't like them. I reprogrammed him. Yeah. Good night, Ezra. Good night, everybody. All right. Thank you, Tobar, for popping in. By the Jessica Baker. And the last second, all right, Mighty Zarquan. Hey, guys, quick preliminary research is saying that the Dragnet franchise is the oldest TV series with a shared universe. That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point because
Adam
it was
12, Adam 12,
Adam
Dragnet.
Yeah, an emergency.
An emergency, yeah, that was a shared universe. Yeah,
that's true because Dragnet's old. I mean, it was around a long time. I mean, and old, yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica Baker, you rock. Lovely to see you, and thank you for popping in with that. That was a good question by Lasher and a good answer by Jessica. And because I did not look it up, I was busy doing this. And good one. Nice. I love it.
Where are you now?
We got the coolest people here that they know how to answer stuff. So I want to thank you all for being with us tonight. Do appreciate you, and have a wonderful remainder of your evening, and a great day tomorrow, and a great weekend ahead. Hope that I'll see you on right back here soon tomorrow night at the clubhouse. Good night, everybody.
Take care, everyone.
Clobber on, clobberers and clobberonimals. Clobby forgot to. Oh man, well, sorry. Tobar is back to being evil. Oh my goodness, you rascal! You. I'll get you next time, Tobar.
Poker. You know the game?
Superman.
Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
Groovy.
I just love clobbering time.